All right, we're live now. This is going to
Okay.
be the best show of all time. Are you excited for the best show ever?
I'm excited for another greatest interview of my life.
Oh, is that what happened last time?
That's what you said last time when you came onto my channel. You said
Oh,
you
okay.
saved it in as the greatest interview of your life or the best
Yeah,
interview of your life.
I,
Yeah.
I feel like that point for me still stands. I don't know. Like, if I was your greatest interviewee, though, that is another question I have. Though, was I
Yeah,
was
no.
I do like your compliments every single time we watch a show, and you always say, "Hey, you do a great job," and I'm like, thank you.
You are.
That
I'm
means a lot. I appreciate
you
it.
are doing an amazing job. You've grown so much. I mean, like the year when you reach out to me, it's been a year since you reached out to me. We checked that. And you've
Yes,
grown from like less than 1,000 subscribers to now what, 13, over 13,000?
something like that. Yes.
Something like so humble. It's like, yeah, after 10, it doesn't matter until I get
Yeah,
to that,
you
like,
stop
until I get
counting
that
it.
YouTube plaque, it doesn't matter.
After 12.9, you stop counting. Who counts anymore after that? Oh, look, we got visitors again.
Yeah, this is Louis. Louis,
And
where'd
Louis
you go?
gone.
Nope, he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm
What's going
not at
on,
my house,
everybody?
so there's extra fluffy friends here.
Yeah, I noticed by the lack of a green screen behind you, you're
Yeah.
probably not at your house.
Uh-uh.
All right, let's see. Say hello to everybody. We have Bob Buys in the chat.
That's
Is
me.
way to call me out. Appreciate that.
I was, there were people waiting here for us
Yeah,
to start at 9, so I wanted to make sure that they knew that someone was here paying attention.
okay. Just thank you for saying, hey, it's not me, it's Paul. Appreciate that. Restyle Secrets is here. Happy Friday to you. What's up, Ping? How are you doing? There's Brett. How are you doing, Brett? Lilac Center. How you doing, Meg and Jen and Cindy and Jennifer's dropping your link. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Jennifer.
Jen. Colleen. Hi from Bucks County. I just was in Bucks County, PA today.
I mean, the video you dropped today was like, "Hey, yeah, I do YouTube," and I feel like you were making a lot of friends in Pennsylvania.
Yes, yes. Friends are good to have.
I agree.
Are you making a lot of friends in Virginia?
No,
I get
I don't
no.
do I do estate sales.
West Virginia.
In particular, no, I don't do yard sales. I have a lot of social anxiety, so the amount of like talking that you do in your videos is more than I'm comfortable with.
Would you believe that I have social anxiety too?
I do actually, yeah. I think
It's
most people that do YouTube actually have social anxiety and are secretly introverts, but this is like a safe internet space.
yeah.
So you're 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 like me where you are introverted, but when you're in a setting you're comfortable in, you seem extremely extroverted.
Yeah, like my big issue, I think for me, that my anxiety is to always like start a conversation. Once I get past that point, then I'm good. But like in the beginning, it's always like really awkward. I'm like, oh, so what do I say? Have you been busy? Is the weather good? It's like always so awkward for me to start. But once we get going, it's a lot easier. But yes, I have always like anxiety of starting something, regardless if it's for like a YouTube channel, if like I meet a girl at a bar. I always have that like that. The first step is always hard for me. Then once I get past that, it's good.
Did you go on a second date with that Tinder girl you told me about?
That Tinder, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like you're making stuff up
I'm
because I'm going
not.
to get so many questions in the chat about this Tinder girl. So I have no clue who you're referring to.
I'm just trying to take the pressure off of me and make it all about
Oh
you.
gosh,
Like,
appreciate that. First, you blame my internet. Now, getting into my love life. This is great. This interview is already amazing.
I mean, I'm just looking out for you because I mean, the couples, resellers, they're big here on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah, that is true.
just trying to get you to that next step to make sure you
Appreciate
get
it.
that big YouTube plaque thing.
Oh yeah, is that what I'm missing? I need a female in my life to get to our next hump.
No, I mean, you got Sasha. You don't need anybody else.
Yeah, I love that video segment right before we went live. That was hilarious. Just the Huskies being Huskies. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, the, I got border collies, but I don't know what they're doing. They're probably with him.
What's up, Karen?
I
How you
know,
doing,
right, Sony? I'm
Sam?
doing my best.
What's up, Sherilyn? Hello from Canada. Well, hello to you as well. Looks like they're a Cabbage Patch Kids fan. You love
I mean, there's
Cabbage
some
Patch
money
Kids
there.
too, right?
No, I never had a Cabbage Patch Kids doll. Dolls, I watched a horror movie called Dolly Dearest when I was 12. Way too early to watch that movie, by the way, for anybody asking.
Is it
And
like a Chucky kind of movie?
no, see, that's the thing. Like, I watched Chucky. Chucky is unrealistic enough to where it doesn't.
Affect you?
I don't know. Chucky it has always been like a fourth wall breaking Deadpool type of movie to me. Dolly Dearest is like actual creepy dolls that you go into almost every estate sale where the woman was the last one to
Oh,
live for the last 20 years.
like those dolls, like ceramic dolls with like the bright blue
Yes,
eyes. Those
yes, like
dolls.
the ceramic
Okay.
dolls. And ever since I watched that, I cannot, I cannot do dolls. Cabbage Patch dolls are fine, but dolls have never been my thing.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes, because it came on after The Simpsons. Or
Ah,
before The
those.
Simpsons? Either of that.
There was an episode where George was dating a girl who had a doll collection, and one of them looked just like his mom. That was a good episode too. He wasn't a fan either.
I don't remember if it was Seinfeld that came on before or after The Simpsons, or Frasier that came on before or after The Simpsons. I
Uh,
never watched Cheers, but I watched a lot of Frasier.
I learned like English to Seinfeld.
Did you really?
Like when we moved to the States, like it would be the same thing. I'll be watching like The Simpsons, and afterwards would be like Seinfeld, and that would be
Okay,
like
so
just
it was
watching and learning
Simpsons and then
English.
Seinfeld. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
So
sense.
that's how I. So yeah, I grew up on it pretty much.
See, Resale, I think that you have a point there. Like reseller YouTube couples are fascinating because the dynamics between each couple is so different, like how they play off of each other.
Yes.
But that's just like even if you have a live like this, two people playing off each other.
Yeah.
So
You could have. Well, I guess for me also, like anytime I go picking with somebody, it's so much easier to make a video too because you just have so much banter and interaction back and forth, and you can put that in. With if you go solo, it's like if I'm talking to the customer, I better find something amazing to put that yard sale footage in because besides that, you just hear my Darth Vader breathing and me looking for an item the whole time.
hi Jen. Yeah, the breathing I did notice, but I've also noticed like every time that you're with somebody that's female presenting, they're like, "Are you together?" Every
Yes,
time you check out, "Are you together? Are you
this,
together?"
and not to keep saying no because I'm not paying for her stuff. that's,
That's because you're thrifting with other resellers. Or like you're yard selling with other resellers. I'm like, no, this is my write-off. She's gonna get her own write-off.
Yeah, today we I took somebody with me to a private pick as well, and also a
Ooh.
female, and at the end the people were like, oh, so you guys have making the pile together? We're like, no, this is my pile. That's her pile. We ain't doing
But this
this.
was a private pick. You were supposed to be together. Maybe that's what they thought, hopefully.
Uh, so Sunny wants to play off me. Okay, Sunny, that works.
Have you had Sonny on here before?
Not on here, but I should have him on here. I do have him on my live previously, just not on the TGIF live. What is up, Doc? What is up, Jen? What is up, Form? How's
Hi,
everybody
Foreman.
doing this Friday night? Magnificent Friday night. How was your Friday, by the way? What did you
Um,
do? Did you
what did
stream in
it?
the morning?
I did. I always stream every Friday morning,
Can you
which is
teach me why Twitch doesn't want to turn notifications on for me? And I tried
oh,
every button possible, and I can't get notified.
I mean, I don't. If you turn on SMS, it does pretty well for me, even though I don't click on them. If you have notifications via email, if you don't click on an email within 3 emails, they stop sending them to you.
Oh, I don't check email. I want like a notification on my phone saying,
You have to check your settings. Also, I don't know what kind of
"Yeah,
phone you have. On iPhone, it works fine. On
that, that,
any
that's
other,
that's the phone I have."
I don't know
It's,
then, dude.
yeah,
I
I
get
just think
I
I
I
think
get
this Twitch
notifications
hates
for
you
people I
and
haven't turned. I mean,
doesn't want me
that's
to get
fair.
notified.
That's fair. I don't make them enough money for them to send out
Oh,
notifications for me.
that's
That's what it is.
that's probably what's happening. I'm like, I want to see Bob, build corn and pick carrots, and I'm not
Around
getting
9
notified.
o'clock. 9 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
and like, oh, it's probably Wednesday that I checked it. I remember myself, oh, it's 9 a.m. She's live, and I went on, and you weren't, and I was sad. And I was like,
No.
oh man, she's not
No,
live.
Wednesday I woke up late, so it wasn't until like 11 o'clock.
Nah. There.
Hi,
Oh,
Amber.
yeah. Could you notify me personally every single time
I
you
mean, I
go live?
can. I'd feel like I'm interrupting you. I'll totally do it live while I'm on stream. Be like, hey, one person wanted to check out my stream. I'm gonna text them real quick.
What? We have to pause this stream real quick. This is very important.
I'm very grateful my audience is very much they're all about my antics. Also, I'm so scatterbrained first thing in the morning. The reason why I stream first thing in the morning and stream something like Stardew Valley is just because of the fact that it's literally to wake my brain up because it doesn't
Makes
work first
sense.
thing in the morning.
What's up, Amber? Hey, Jenna. Jenna is very excited you're here.
I know. I'm very happy Jenna's here. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces here. Oh, Sony, thank you for leading my channel.
What's up, Kiwi Bird? How you guys doing? Anyone in the flood zones are doing?
I'm
We
not,
haven't got
no.
that many rain. I know, like the center of the country is doing pretty bad, like Kentucky and stuff. But
Yeah.
we've been good here. Team Scatterbrain, right? Yeah. I feel like that's part of being a reseller. Is the Scatterbrain is part of it. I don't know any reseller isn't Scatterbrain.
It's not scatterbrain, it's brain fog. It's from my neurological disorder. So I'm just trying to sort myself out first thing.
For me, I think it's my ADD. But if you
ADHD also is a big part of that. Yeah, I have ADHD too. So
if you control it though, it can be
wait,
a
is
master.
there a single reseller that you've had on your live that doesn't have ADD or
No, I
ADHD?
don't think so. I think every single reseller does. I really think it's part of why we go into this field.
That's how you're going to be successful. Are you neurotypical or neurodivergent? There you go. Are you neurodivergent? Then you'll be a great reseller.
Does anybody in the chat not have ADD? Prove me wrong real quick. Wait, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the best sound ever?
I am, please. Oh, that's so good. I ran out of my drink too.
That was pretty good, right? That was a pretty good crack.
What are you cracking open?
A very adult, bubbly, very adult.
A buble.
A
A
buble.
Michael Bublé maker.
Micle Buble
Mm-hmm.
of the mango edition.
Non-sponsored.
I wish they were sponsored. It'd be great. I don't think Bubbly knows who I am.
Are you on TikTok at all? Hey, baby girl. Oh, I saw you. I saw the fluffy tail.
Other side now. It went that way.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah, no, this one's mine.
Oh, that was yours.
Yeah. Hey, Eileen, come. Eileen, come here. Oh, she's too in her ball. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come.
There you go. I have ADHD and I'm a reseller.
Oh, you're the big fluffy baby. She's like, no. Okay.
She's like, get off me, mom. I don't want this.
Yes, you do. You want attention. Oh.
She seems very happy you picked her up.
She'll be fine.
Oh,
mine.
look at that cuteness.
Yep.
But she said
Here's Eileen.
that's a border collie?
Yes, this is a border collie. Her coloration is called a blue merle.
I thought it looks like an Australian Shepherd from the side. Like
yeah, but she
a
still
little
has
bit
her
of that.
tail. She still has this fluffy thing.
Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah, that's what most people think because this is not considered show quality because of her coloration.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does she shed quite a bit? It looks like a
They
shedder.
both do. So you know how Texas has tumbleweeds?
Yes.
We have fluff weeds.
Yeah,
I'm sure you know what that is, having a husky.
Yes.
So.
And I use the deshedder tool probably every other day, and it's still just everywhere.
There's two. There's her
like,
and Louie.
Like I read before getting her about how bad it's going to be, and they're like, it's only bad for about 1 month. The rest of it is pretty good. I'm like, that article is a lie.
No, that's probably from someone who had money who could take them to go get groomed once every 3 weeks.
No, this is like every single day. I love it, but like if that's like the worst thing about her is just a little shedding, I can deal with it.
Yeah, she seems like a good girl.
You have to be more than a loft upstairs to be a reseller.
Fair, true fact.
What's up, Sal?
You know, I'm at the
Heavy
boys'
hello.
house, Jenna. That's why
No
you see
wonder
dogs in the background.
she says she's not divergent. So it's
Wait, you have a normie?
yeah. Restyle Secrets is a normie.
Ooh.
Ew.
No, not ooh.
I'm too ADHD for ADD, so I only have OCD, and I'm also down with OPP.
You know me.
Very true statement, Jed.
So I have a
Very true.
question, Pavel. Like, how many have you hit every single type of like long yard sale that exists? I feel like at this
Oh
point you
no,
have.
there's still so many. There's still so many to hit. You'd be surprised how many like there are.
No, I'm not surprised. I just don't want anything to do with them. It just
Oh,
sounds like a nightmare.
nah. My like dream is just like to be big enough one day where I can just like go to a yard sale, buy a bunch of stuff, bring it here, have a big team that can list it for me. Next day, leave on my next adventure, buy a bunch of stuff, come back, drop it off. That would be amazing. Like I would
Yeah,
love to
I
do that.
mean, yeah, I mean, Rally Roots just promoted that thing that one of their friends are doing. I wasn't paying that close attention, where they like have an eBay. You know how if there's Amazon? Okay, I can't words. I forget words. That's part of my brain fog.
Like what Ebus is doing, like
No, so
that.
so you have Amazon FBA, right, where you send your
Correct.
stuff in and they take care of it and
Yes.
they send it off. So it's like the same thing for eBay. You send your stuff in and then they list it for you and do all that stuff.
And pack it and ship it.
Yeah. It's like $8 per item to do all that.
Huh.
That's
Interesting.
that's the that's the latest thing that, Rally Roots promoted today, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I've heard of like Eblis doing just the whole shipping for you, but you have to actually do the listing yourself. And then you
Right, but
send
this
it
one
in.
they're doing everything. You just send it to them.
Yeah. Interesting. Tommy coming in hot. Love it. What's up, Harry? How you doing?
I was just trying to bring Tommy out. I knew he was back there
Yeah,
lurking somewhere.
She was like, "What do I have to say to make him write something?" Like, I know
Hmm.
he's somewhere back there.
Tommy, I miss you and Tracy so much. I know Courtney said this on the live
Yes.
with you.
I think the person before Courtney also said it. It's been said almost every single time I do a TGIF live. They're like,
I
"Oh, look,
mean,
there's
it's the
Tommy and
same
Tracy.
circle. It's the
We
same
missed them."
circle.
Oh, it was John. John said it before. Cincinnati Picker.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I watched that
so
one too. Like, I don't think you understand, Tommy. Like, I've learned so much from their live because Tommy's so good at understanding what eBay is, but like doesn't make content other than him and Tracy shooting the shit. It's like it's a lot of sorry. Am I allowed to say that here?
yes,
Sorry.
you can say whatever you want.
It's like I know it's no whole barred on mine, but I don't know how it is
You
here.
can say whatever you want. It's a
I
free
was like,
country. Wait. Oh, she's gone. Cursed too much. She's
okay, I'm
gone.
sorry. Sorry, Tommy. I bet you can't do the same thing that like Paul does on yours, where he puts Tracy on one screen and then shoes
No,
you away.
that's too advanced for me. I can't figure any of that out. I told you before, like I was thinking about doing like streaming and like with StreamYards and stubs, and I probably spent 8 hours trying to figure out how StreamYards works with the whole screen recording your screen thing, and I
You,
couldn't
you
do it.
don't have to record the screen. Okay. You know what? Do you have Discord?
I do have Discord, yes.
Okay, if you have Discord,
Do I know how to use it? No,
okay.
I
If
have
you have
the app.
Discord, we can schedule a Discord date and I will
Oh,
show
okay,
you
a DD.
how to do Twitch, okay?
Okay,
I'm more than happy to do that with you.
it's just you have to explain to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Okay,
I'm not
that's
going to
just
explain it to you like a 5-year-old. I'll explain to you like English isn't your first language because that's true facts.
There we go. Can
Okay.
you explain it to me in Ukrainian?
No. How many languages do you know, by the way?
Like speak mainly just English, Russian, Ukrainian. I understand
Mainly
Polish.
just 3. I am just a polyglot. Don't mind me.
Oh, is that what is that the proper word for it?
That is
Polyglot?
polyglot is the
Uh,
English termination for knowing more than one language, yes.
Interesting. Okay,
It's
yes.
spelled Polyglot.
Yeah, so I know those and I understand Polish, mostly understand Polish. Can't speak it. And then I took 3 years of French in high school and college, and all I know is like 5 words. So there you go.
Uh, I can read and understand most French and German. I cannot speak it. I can
Wow,
understand
you
some of
can
it. Like,
read?
so, okay, most English words, I didn't know the correct pronunciation until I was like late teens or an adult because I didn't hear them out loud. My reading comprehension is great. My verbal and auditory processing is not great.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
I understand, like, I can read French and German, a lot of it. Not so much the speaking part, which my German best friend states every time.
Explains why you keep pronouncing Adidas wrong. That makes sense.
No, don't. I feel bad because the boy says, like, you keep saying that in your videos. I'm like, because if I don't, I get the comments, and I don't want the comments. I don't need the comments.
Man, but the comments are so fun though.
No. I'm surprised you finally got one. A
Yeah,
couple of them.
one negative one. Before there was like, you say it so different. I love it. Now they're like, can you say it properly?
It's just different. It's just the
Yeah.
American versus everywhere else. That's all it is. I think it's just because you mention how tall you are in every video, so no one wants to mess with you.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's just like, hey, by the way, I'm 6'6", so if you want to say something, say it. Now, people still mess with me quite a bit. I probably like block 3 people a day on YouTube. I'm at that point now where I'm just like, nope, block, block, block.
Wait. Elaborate, please.
Just like saying some like very stupid, idiotic thing.
Well, you get picked up more often in the algorithm too, though.
Oh, so I guess yeah, that comes with it. You get a lot of stupid idiots. I have a
Like,
lot of like hashtag
why is this on my homepage? Why am I even watching this? This is so
yeah,
stupid. Like, I
like
don't know, you
probably
clicked
every
on
3 or 4 days I have like hashtag Team Russia, and I'm like, okay, blocked. Like
are you kidding me?
legit, like every one or two or something like I love Putin, so something like has to do with that, and I'm like, okay, block. I feel like it's just the same person just making eight
Do you
more
have
different accounts.
that's possible. Do you have like Ukraine in any of your tags?
Uh, just the one where the fundraiser video. I think that one, maybe a couple other ones, but no, I do mention it in a lot of videos, and people say, "Where are you from?"
Tim,
Let's talk about
no. One of
dinosaurs.
these days, I'm gonna have you on my stream. We can talk about dinosaurs together, and I can talk to
There
you
you
about
go.
how the fossilization of bones happens and go into chemical detail, and it'll be completely unnecessary. But I feel like Kevin's already had this conversation with you, and it's unnecessary.
I feel like you can have a lot of these conversations with them, and maybe one day he'll understand. Yeah, but Paul Dore, one smarter after years of watching most YouTubers are down to very few phrases. Makes sense. What's up, everybody? What's up, Anthony? Longest 5 minutes of my life. Didn't realize it was a different channel than
Oh yeah,
middle
you
one.
have sub-only mode on this
Yeah,
place, don't you?
yeah,
Why
five
is
minutes
that?
sub only. Just because I don't want those like sexy links to come in all the time and do
You
all
have
that.
sexy
So,
links come in?
oh man, if I don't put sub only link, I'll get so many links,
Really?
and then Tim's gonna click on it, and then Josie's gonna get mad. So I don't want that. So I'm just gonna put sub only mode. Just to protect him, man.
Totally done with the fossilization. No.
What's up, Eric? How you doing? What's up, Melanie? Hello, every single. I probably missed so many of you guys here. Dragon
Here, I can let you
Hero,
say hi to people. I'm gonna make
Jr.
myself a drink, okay?
Oh, okay,
I'll be right
sweet.
back.
What drink are you making?
Probably a G&T.
Ooh, gee, ooh, okay. What's up, Johnny? Anybody else? I said hi to Harry. What's up, Amanda? Now is your time to say hello. What she's gone. I'm here for the sexy links too. I knew it. What's up, Hamlet? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday to all of you guys. Hope you guys having a great, fantastical day. I'm here interviewing a chair. The chair has been quiet. And that's pretty much it. Gin and juice, yep. Juice for G. Did somebody say there was a sexy link? Yeah, Jen, it's coming. Once I turn unsubscriber mode, and it could be coming. Yeah, Harry 2 and 2. I actually have some blue moons in the fridge. So once she comes back, I might go join her, and this slide might get crazy. I might need a couple more than 2, though. That's for sure. Let's see, who else did I miss? We have
Are you going to
Adosa.
need more than 2 just because of how tall you are?
I don't think height has anything to do with it. I think it's mass, right? Isn't that how alcohol works? I don't know.
I mean, it also has to do with your tolerance. There's a genetic link as to how well you process alcohol. So that's how come indigenous people of America have a harder time processing alcohol, and why they call it firewater with that horrible
The chair
trope.
talks. Right,
The chair
Eric?
does talk.
Look at the chair. The chair is a very smart chair. Like the first thing the chair said was all about alcohol content. It's pretty
See,
pretty
you got
impressive.
Tommy and Tracy with those fancy mics. They don't
She
have a
had to-
headset. I can keep talking. I
she
can
did
keep
not have
interacting.
to-
I'm just not here.
She did not have to tinkle, Chuck. She's not in the bathroom right now. Oh my goodness. I agree, Chuck. Had to channel my inner affiliate flipper this week. I picked up a nativity scene with Compton. Nice, Anthony. That is awesome.
Oh,
Nativity
nice.
scene for 600. That's great.
What kind of nativity is it? What brand is it?
It's $600. It's pretty up there. What's up, Nathan? How does anyone drink the crap? I'm a Jack on the Rocks kind of guy. Oh, so coming out your drink. Doesn't like the gin and tonic.
Oh, this is the partner. This is the boy's chair. He has the Titan chair. I think this is Omega. This is the Omega one.
I legit thought that was like a Tesla side. I thought Tesla made chairs for a second.
No, I have a DC Racer at home.
The chair was so well spoken, right? It was a very impressive chair talk. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we got Bob back now, and it's not as impressive.
Okay, do you have to go get a drink now?
Oh, can we do that?
Yeah, I mean, you can
But
have me up. I can try to attempt to entertain people. You can't talk to me the way I can talk to them.
I can't, like, I can hear you, but I want to be able to respond, though. So there will be no chair talk.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
I want you to hear what I'm saying. I just don't want you to be able to respond to me.
Can't wait.
When am I getting the Bronco? I don't know. So I went to that Bronco event. What was it like? Feels like 6 months ago. And they were like, yeah, the whole reason they're having these Bronco events is to try to keep people from canceling their reservation or their pre-order. And so they're like, well, I got the tow package, which adds like 6 months. And then I got the hard top, which adds 6 months. And then I got additional modifications, which add like a couple more months. So they were like, yeah, you're probably not seeing that until 2023. So
that was a great Bronco conversation. I'm proud of you.
And I want this thing so bad, but I have to make so much more money to afford it at this point, or I have to go back to work or something.
How many soup mugs do you have to sell to afford it?
I can't have to find them for like 2 years. That was like such the meme on my channel, the recipe soup mugs. For like 2 solid years, I found them almost every time I went thrifting or to an estate sale. I have found them once in a year. It's bad.
Wow. I found some last week. I listed them today. I got 5 of them. Like I said, afford an extra mushroom one. I only get them because of you, by the way.
I mean, you don't have to get them because of me at all.
I haven't sold any yet, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I tell people, don't get these. I only get these because I have this long listing. Like, my listing is the top listing for recipe soup mugs on Etsy because I have so much authority in that category on
so,
Etsy.
so much authority.
I'm serious.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, because I've sold so many, because so many people have favorited my item because of the fact that I have so much history in my listing of like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I explain how the recipe soup mugs came about. They originally were a premium product. So premium prior to like the 80s was just meant a free product. It meant freemium instead of premium. So it was a free product you got from gas stations if you bought a certain amount of gas. And it was a promotion in the 70s when they were having the oil crisis and when they were having basically an inflation problem like we're having now, except they can't raise the
Wait,
interest rate to 20%.
we're having an inflation problem?
Yeah, so they were having a gas crisis in 1973 when they first started, and then they were having a gas crisis again in 1978. And that was the time period where these soup mugs were released. And they were released all over. It wasn't just the United States. It was also in the UK and Ireland. You can find them in French and German and Spanish.
Interesting.
You can find these soup mugs in all different languages. They're stackable because that was super popular in the 70s as well. Double-handled, single-handled. Like I have all this information in my listing. That's the only reason why people are like,
I'm,
"Oh,
I'm,
oh,
I'm
she's
about
like,
to
she
go
knows
and
this stuff."
find your Etsy listing and just copy and paste the description.
I mean, you're fine. I don't care. But
It'll be
like when
better
people pick
than
them up, I feel so bad. That's why I say it whenever I do a what's old video. I'm like, this is just what I pick up. This is just what sells for me. This is stuff that I like listing. This is stuff that I like finding. Please don't copy me because I made that
yeah.
mistake so often when I like decided to start reselling consistently. The number of times.
Wait. So are you telling me you don't buy mud jeans just because I sell mud jeans? Is that what you're
No,
trying to
I
tell
know
me?
better than that. I mean, if I could wear the mud jeans and show them on with my butt and sell them on Facebook, yeah, probably. But
Oh man, you would
I'm
they would sell fast.
no, they wouldn't. I sold them on Poshmark. I got so many. I had over like 20,000 views on that listing
Yes.
in less than a week.
You should have
Nobody bought it,
responded.
but the
You should have
number of
responded to those
creepy
comments.
messages, I could have made so much money selling
Yes.
ass pictures.
I don't know why I didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
Because I don't want to. It's the same reason I want to do OnlyFans. Oh man, when OnlyFans dropped, like what was it, 2018 or 2019 when it started like actually hitting? The number of times I was on Twitch and someone was like, "You got an OnlyFans?" I'm like, "No."
Legit every time. Wow, that's crazy.
Legit. And I was just like, "It's not my bag, but I can give you a list of people you can go watch that have one." It's not me. It's just not something I'm interested. Sex work is real work, but it's just not my bag.
Bob keyword stuff in there. Yeezy, Supreme, Gucci, Kardashian, Supreme.
Nah. No, I'm not related to Kevin. I also have a degree in history with an emphasis in American archaeology, so like we do have similar backgrounds, but
Wow.
he actually got to be a teacher and I decided that was not for me. I wanted to teach kids how to learn and not teach kids how to regurgitate information.
Oh, dang.
No, that's no slight to Kevin.
Oh, that's a slight.
Kevin, no, it's not because
That's a big slight.
Kevin still actually made kids care about education, but I don't know how to do that. I didn't want to make lessons plans towards that. That's all.
So like archaeology, like fossils, like
Like,
that kind of
okay,
archaeology,
did I
like
not did I
dinosaurs.
not share this story with you?
No, but I just want to make sure there's dinosaurs involved there.
There's no dinosaurs involved because there are very few dinosaurs discovered in the North American continent because there weren't very many dinosaurs on Pangea in this area of North America. There are a few, but they're mostly in Central America because this area of Pangea was a little bit too cold for them. So Pangea is like when before all of the continents separated.
Yes.
If you don't know, okay, I just didn't know. I try not to assume that anybody knows
And then
anything.
after
Being on the
Pangea,
internet for too
there
long,
was like separated, but there was still like a bridge between all of them, right? That happened after Pangea. I know.
some bridges. So
Yeah.
the bridge between Russia and Alaska, their ice bridge is still sometimes, depending on how if there's an ice age or not, is still prevalent. So things can still walk across. We're currently in a heat age, so like the Earth has been in cyclical cycles of hot periods and ice ages. So it's been like this. We're
Yes.
currently out of an ice age because the last ice age was actually in the Middle Ages. And now we're currently in a heat age that's just being exacerbated by human invention and interaction. So it's
Okay.
actually making the heat age worse. So, like, yes, there is climate change and it is being affected by humans. And it is also just the natural cycle of Earth.
Yes.
So we're just making it worse. So in the ice age, there are still land bridges in close areas. So there would be a land bridge between Monaco and South America in an ice age and Earth
Wow.
cycles. And there's also would be there sometimes can be an ice bridge in the Channel area with the UK and
And
France, and then
France.
yeah, and then there'd
Interesting.
be an ice age in there'd be a land bridge between Alaska and Russia as well because of how close things are.
Look at that. Look at that knowledge is being dropped on you guys.
No, I always feel bad when I do videos and I just do a random info dump in the middle of my video, and I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that's the ADHD kicking in.
Tracy
So
wants to know what's getting masturbated. She missed that part.
exacerbated. I'm at the boys' house, so we don't have to do the other one.
Oh God. I'm gonna get canceled for this show. Oh, she also said thank you to you earlier, by the way. She said thanks for sending her way. So
Thanks for sending who?
the OnlyFans people to her.
Oh,
So,
you
so
don't?
she
Do you
appreciates
really
that.
have an OnlyFans? Why haven't you showed me?
Oh God. All right. Anyways, so, but
Do you want to try to reel this back in?
yeah,
I'll come back in.
I do want to talk about this ice age thing. Did you hear about the mammoth they found in Yukon?
Which one?
The baby mammoth they found in Yukon, Canada. Like the one that was like fully frozen, like fully intact. The DNA is still there. Did you hear about that?
Recently? No.
Like 2 weeks ago. Yes.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. I'm sorry.
So they found a baby woolly mammoth that's like still fully like was fully frozen, and we couldn't find him earlier because like there was so much ice on it because so much ice melted now. Like people could go to that place and they found him, and apparently they're going to take the DNA from him and put it in with a elephant and start making baby woolly mammoths.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
That sounds crazy to me. We're
Why
making
does that
mammoths
sound
come back.
crazy to you? Jurassic Park's been out for over 20 years. Why
But
does that
that's a
sound crazy to
movie.
you?
That's
No, like I feel like you're someone who hasn't read a whole lot of science fiction. A lot of science fiction is based on like
but
how
that's
much
fiction. The last part of that is fiction. This is real
but
life.
it's only science fiction because they haven't done enough to get to that point yet. That's the only reason why it's science fiction.
It'll be like me telling you travel existed, time travel existed. Like we never watched Back to the Future. I'm like, yeah, it's a movie. It's
Yeah, we watched Back to the
happening in real
Future, and you
life.
know what happened when it came to the time for what was it? The one where he went into the far future and there were hoverboards and space cars and whatever.
Yeah, I
You
think
know what
it's
Nike
two.
did? Nike tried to make the self-tying laces. That's what they
Oh,
did because they're like, "Oh, our deadline's here. I guess we got to actually do this for
oh,
the
because
memes and promo and
the
stuff."
year actually happened, right?
It
Is
did
that why?
actually
Yeah.
happen. They did a limited 500 release of that shoe for the self-tying laces. And if you ever find any of those at work, they're worth a lot of money.
There you go.
So yeah.
So you're telling me time travel is going to exist in the future too because it was in the science
No,
fiction movie?
because it has to be time and space travel.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
yeah.
because so like if you time travel, okay, so we all
Oh boy.
so the Earth rotates around, right? That's how we get day and night, right? Yes? Are
I
we
believe
agreeing that the world is round? Yes. And that there's
I've
day and
heard it
night
was flat
cycles.
plenty of times, so I don't know.
So there's day and night cycles. The world is round. It spins. All right. It also revolves around the sun. Okay. So that means it has its own orbit around the sun. So if you do time travel, okay, and the spin around the sun is not linear. So it's not the same circular path around the sun. It does move slightly because there are other celestial bodies like the other planets. So you have Mars and you have Venus that are also have their own gravitational forces because mass equals gravity. So it pulls all of the celestial bodies, all the planets have their own gravitational force. They all have their own pull. And so what that's going to do is it's going to make the Earth spin around the sun slightly
Yeah.
different space. So as
Yeah,
the years pass,
you're losing me. I'll be honest. No,
so one
this sounds
revolution.
like a Mandarin to me now.
Okay, so you have one evolution. Okay, so what is a year, Paul? A year is one revolution around the sun, right?
Correct.
Right. We do the memes where I've made it another revolution around the sun when you turn another year older, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you do a revolution around the sun, Earth is also doing that revolution around the sun with you, okay? Because you're on
Yes.
Earth, all right?
Correct.
So because there are other celestial bodies that also have their own gravitational pull. So the reason why Earth does a revolution around the sun is because Earth is the largest mass in our immediate area. All
Correct.
right? Okay. But because Venus and Mars are also here, they also have their own gravitational pull. So instead of Earth doing like a lap like this, it's doing a lap kind of like this around the sun. So everything
Okay.
rotates around each other. So if you wanted to do time travel, it's not just time travel because the Earth is not going to be in the same place
Spot.
as it
Yeah.
was
10 years ago.
in like yes. The Earth is not in the same location. So if
So
I
you have
wanted to
to move
travel
space as well.
as time, yes.
So you're saying it's impossible.
It's not impossible. You just have to do both at the same time.
It's pretty much impossible.
No, because I mean, uh, if you wanted to know what the sky looked like, the stars looked like, in 1920 or something, you'd be able to pull that up. It wouldn't be complete because the data that Earth was available to access at that time wasn't as complete as it is now. It's like looking at the images from the Hubble telescope versus the latest, I forgot
The,
what it's called,
the
but
new
there's,
one, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
the new
Yeah.
one. Like looking at those images are similar but different because of the fact that also, light travels at a certain speed. So some stars aren't there anymore between the Hubble telescope and what's currently available, but also the currently available pictures are so much more clear. This has nothing to do with reselling,
Yeah,
but
this
this
is
is
this is
me
great.
super nerding out at stuff. So, hi.
Yeah, see, Sean has a good point. Superman can reverse the Earth's spin and turn back time. Are you saying that's not right? You're saying that wasn't based on a true story?
I'm saying that was the 80s and he could still walk. So, no.
What's up, Lori? Yeah, sci-fi chat, sci-fi reselling chat.
I also
Dude,
I
listen
also
to this
have
forever.
a book channel
What's
where
up,
I just
Laura?
review books and I do a lot of vintage like sci-fi and fantasy. So I read a lot.
Do you read every single day?
I do not read every single day. I either read or listen to an audiobook every single day
Now
because I
some
have
people
to
say
work.
that's cheating.
It
Is that
is
cheating?
cheating.
Okay.
You were next to increase painful. I'm so sorry. You could drink with me, Tracy, and we could increase and lose them at the same time. So it's just an equal.
What's up, Joe? How you doing? Yeah, I only read books when I'm like by a beach, and I haven't been by a beach in about 3 years. So I haven't read a book in about 3 years.
It sounds like you need to stop going to them yard sales and go to a beach, my dude.
Psh, yeah, one day.
One day. You can't slow down yet?
Nah,
You
not
need a
allowed.
break, man.
This is my break right here. I get a 2 hour break every single week
A
where I
2 hour break.
where I can learn about the Earth gravitational pull and how time travel is impossible.
Okay,
What
Tracy.
happened? Am I on a Neil deGrasse? Yeah, that guy. I can't pronounce his
No,
name. Neil deGrasse, deGrasse,
Neil
that one,
deGrasse Tyson.
deGrasse.
Yeah.
Is he
Or
French?
deGrasse. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I can only read them 90% of pictures. Yeah, it does. My union does suck. The new guy that I hired only works Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 3 hours a day. So it's not really much help. He's great when he comes in, but 9 hours
Do
a
you have
day
him
is.
on as an actual employee or as an independent contractor?
He is under the table because he's young.
Just gonna
He's
shh.
still in high school.
Hey, Gary.
There you go. No one heard that, right?
I like how this conversation is not you asking me questions. It's just like me randomly talking about stuff
No,
completely.
I love it.
Okay. This is what I like my
Oh,
live
there he
chats to
goes.
be.
James Webb. There's a telescope name.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Brett.
Brett. I appreciate you.
Yeah. My son is writing a sci-fi novel. He would love it. Wow,
Well,
that's dope. Are you? Do you write as well, or do you just read?
oh no, I don't write.
Oh man, I thought you would have some like deep
I
spoken
have
word
friends that
poetry
write.
in you.
No, I have just very vivid, lucid dreams that should be books, but I don't have the ability to make them into full, coherent novels.
He's 15 too. Dang, Lori. Okay.
He's 15, he's young, he's got dreams, he's got work, he's got time. Time is the big thing. You should, what was it? What was that one dude that wrote the dragon book? Christopher Paoloni?
Stephen King.
Eldrist?
Stephen King.
No. No, the boy has it. Hold on.
J.R.
I'm gonna
Martin.
go get no. That kid was 15 when he wrote it. It
Uh,
it also read like it was 15 when he wrote it because it was terrible
Charles
and I couldn't
Dickens.
read it. No,
Uh,
it's this one. This one, Aragon. Christopher Poloni.
yeah,
Poloniani.
that was my next guest, man.
This one. He wrote this book.
Oh,
He
I've
wrote
seen
this
that.
book when he was 15. It reads like a
Wasn't there
15-year-old.
wasn't there a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
This is a major motion picture.
I wasn't
Inheritance
impressed.
cycle.
The movie wasn't that impressive.
I mean, I don't doubt that. But like this person wrote this at 15, got it published. So also it's super easy to self-publish now, especially on Amazon as well. I know Amazon is like no one wants to give Bezos more money. But yeah, you can totally self-publish. Also, like the audiobooks that I'm listening to are by Will White. He's considered the most successful independent publisher. So he was self-published, and when he was doing his master's, and now he's independently published. So he created his own publishing company, now called Hidden Gnome Publishers. He published the Traveler's Gate when he was doing his master's degree, and it was so successful on Amazon in the Kindle sphere. So like Kindle, like the
Yeah.
e-reader that Amazon has. He was so successful that he actually became a writer full time, and Will White. Not
Walter White.
Talil White. No, not Urkel. But
Walter
yeah,
White.
like you can totally become successful in the self-publishing sphere if that's something you want to encourage your child to do, like the creator space
So you're
support.
saying I can make a book called Top 20 Reselling Tips That I Want You to Know About, where I get the information for free from YouTube and turn it into a book that I'm going to sell and make money off. I can do that? Hypothetically speaking?
I feel like there are some of us on this sphere that have already done that and charge $40 for a course. So I mean,
I'm
yeah,
only going to charge
you
like
can totally
$20
do
for a
that.
book. I feel like it's worth it. I'll put like 10 pictures of my dog at the end. I'll make it a picture book. It'll be good.
I'm just saying, dude. Yeah, like I'm just trying to encourage a child to do what they want to do because life is short.
There we go. The paperweight reader. Oh, look at that. Brad's bringing it back to reselling. Thank you. Brad's like, let me give you guys a bowler real quick. Paperweight e-readers. Thank you. Yeah. So, all right. So you're a writer.
No, I'm
4
not a
languages.
writer. I don't know. I'm not a writer.
You're a
Just because I
reader.
made one guide doesn't mean I'm a writer.
You're a baker, an excellent baker. That doesn't require like your pies don't leak at all. It's like unbelievable how great of a baker you are.
The thing is that is literally the thing I get the most comments on about how much people love those videos. And that's the most things I get to comment on outside of reselling. They're like, "Are you going to do another thrift retreat?" kill my channel. They just
They do.
like YouTube just doesn't. Yes, I like okay, so you get like 400, 500 views for me, which is like a nice amount of views. I'm
Yeah.
not compared to you, not nice amount of views. But then like I do a thrifted treat, it's like 200 views, and then every video after that is like 200 views.
Yeah.
It absolutely kills my channel for a couple of videos, and I'm like,
Can
I
you
don't
like
care.
add it to a regular video, like a little like
No,
Easter egg,
no,
so people have to like watch for it?
no,
By the way, like, oh, it's not a title, but today I'm gonna do a thrifted treat, and
no.
here's a cherry pie.
I don't care. See, that's the thing. Like, that's something you talked about before about, if you want to do YouTube for money, it's different than if you want to do YouTube for fun.
Oh yeah,
And would I like to make more
hugely different.
money? Would I like to make more money off of YouTube? Absolutely. Would I like to make more money off of Twitch? Absolutely. Do I know exactly the things I need to do to make more money off of YouTube? Absolutely. Do I
Yes.
know exactly the things I need to do to make more money off of Twitch? Yes, I've been in the industry for 7 years. I know what I need to do to make money off of Twitch. But I cannot compromise who I am as a person in order to do both of those things. And that's the thing that, like, yes, I could be making thousands of dollars off of both.
Yes.
I've been in the industry, I've been on the internet for long enough that I could do that, but it would be such an antithesis of who I am as a person that I couldn't do it and not just burn myself out after 6 months because it would just feel so wrong. Like, I would have to be so on as a person. Like, I know I seem on right now, but
You seem pretty on. That seems like you could do it for 6 months.
I could not do this for 6 months. Like, I could not be that kind of a person for that long of an amount of a time to gain that kind of an audience and then be authentically myself because of the fact that I have disabilities, because of the fact that I am actually naturally an introvert. Like, I can't do that.
And I respect that you understand, because there's a lot of people I think that I know like on YouTube that are just like that, but they want to put up this persona like they're somebody else, and I don't think it's gonna last long. I really don't. It's like, I'm glad that you understand that, and and definitely I respect you a lot for that as well. Especially with Jensen. I can't be myself in there. Sue me for copy. Okay.
That's the thing. Like, I met recently, so I took my car into the shop, and the guy at the counter was like, "Oh my God, you do Twitch?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Yeah, I had 30,000 subs on YouTube, and I like made enough money to buy myself a car." Well, I was also like still working, but like it got to be too much, and I couldn't do it anymore. And like, why didn't you hire an editor, my guy? It's just it's interesting, like someone who has something and then doesn't proceed because they don't have the business acumen to figure out
Yeah.
how to make it sustain for themselves. And that's something that happens a lot in the gaming space as well. Like, you have a lot of kids that like are just playing for fun. They're playing Minecraft or Roblox or PUBG or COD or something like that. And like that's a big thing that a lot of the devs and the publishers have in the back end, where they're like, you have these dudes that just come up and like this is the only thing they've ever done, and they approach you and they're like, "Hey, I'm, you know, random dude 6'9", 420, and don't you know who I am? I'm like the bestest bro ever. Like, why aren't you giving me all this stuff?" And they don't know how to approach people because they've never had any
Yeah.
like job experience. But then they also like have this presence, and then when they realize that real life happens and they can't approach people like that, then it falls to the wayside. So there's so many people that like flash and burn, and I just can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I feel like even if you are like, even like you yourself, I think everybody has a shelf life. I think that's also important for us to understand too. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be doing YouTube for like 10 years. You know what I mean? It would be great if I do, but I don't think I'm gonna be relevant that long.
Okay,
Be-
okay, wait. Hold that thought. Put the pin in that thought. All right. Relevant, still doing.
Yes, there's a big difference. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about
So
the relevancy part.
what does it mean to be relevant to you?
Enough for it to be like an income for you.
Okay. So something I'm gonna put out. My video is not gonna go live recently, but So Jenna Marbles has been on the internet for a very long time, and then she stopped. You don't know who Jenna Marbles is, do you?
I'm about to look her up though.
Okay.
Sounds intriguing.
So Jenna Marbles used to be the highest subbed female on YouTube, and she's someone I watched for like over a decade, and she stopped being on the internet in 2019. She recently had a random fan find her in a mall in California and posted a selfie with her after being off the internet for 2 years.
Wow.
And TikTok actually lost their
Mind.
mind because it went from Twitter, where they posted the photo, to being on TikTok. And everybody's just like, I'm so glad she's happy. I miss seeing her face. But someone who decided to quit YouTube and quit being on the internet altogether. Like, she used to stream on Twitch, she was on Twitter. She like just quit the internet entirely for 2 years. Last 2 years. She's still technically off the internet, but some random fan posted a selfie with her and Julian, her partner, on the internet, and the collective internet has lost their minds the last week. Because it's more about building, like being intrinsic. If you're able to build a community, being unabashedly yourself, and also being a good person,
Yeah.
and then having a little identity. If you're still on the internet in 10 years and you're able to be unabashedly yourself and to be a good person, you will have people that will continue to watch you for the rest of their lives and be excited.
That part I agree with for sure.
So,
But
will you be
I don't
making
think
Mr. Beast
like
money?
no.
No, nobody's making Mr. Beast money except for Mr. Beast. But I
Could I
still
be
think
making Tommy Bernard money?
you'll be making more than Tommy Bernard money
Oof.
as far as being on the internet goes. Like, I think you make more than Tommy Bernard internet money right now as it is.
Burley, that's a good point, Tommy. That's it.
I mean, you say that, but how many? What is okay, Tommy? Paul, what is your female to male ratio on your YouTube channel, on both YouTube channels? Because I know they're different demographics.
On my main channel, it's about 47 to 53. 53 male, 47 female.
What about this live channel?
I'm about to. I have no clue. I
You've,
haven't
you've
checked.
never checked. You're monetized on this channel's never checked.
No.
That's how you know this is a secondary channel. He just does
Yeah.
not care. He just uploads on here, whatever.
Audience. I'm about to check right now for you. And it is 5743.
Male to female or female to male?
57 male, 43 female. So on my main one, it's 53 male, 47 female. So it's pretty close.
I feel like in this space that's really good for you.
Yes.
Because that means that you're like equally attractive to both. Like your
Oh,
dude
well,
bro, you're,
everybody loves me.
you're dude bro enough to attract the dudes, but like also approachable enough to attract the ladies, which is very good. That will definitely appeal to your longevity. That's honestly why most couple channels do so well, is because of the fact that there is normally a male and female
And
to approach
I
off.
just have two personalities. So
No.
it's helping me out.
No,
Thanks,
Gary,
Matt.
that's not true. That's the thing. That's what makes me
See,
really sad
Matt
about
knows. See, there
he
you
is hot AF. That's what makes me upset about, creators like Jack Valentine. He puts great content out, but he's suppressed because of YouTube and also because of the fact that YouTube's not going to push his stuff out as much. And that sucks because he makes great content. Him and his partner both make great content. And that's a real problem.
Yeah. Did you hear Caleb Phoenix Resale on Trash to Cash a couple weeks ago? He gave his demographic. Can you guess what his demographic is for male and female?
No, I did not watch that. I don't watch any lives. The only live I honestly watch is yours.
Oh,
Now, currently, and then
Tommy's
Tommy and
Tracy's.
Tracy's. Yeah.
Oh, I
Those
called
are
it.
the only lives that I would normally watch because nobody else I know that's in my space goes live.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so he's a video game reseller, right? Felix Resale.
Okay.
Can you guess what his male to female demo is?
95.5.
Close.
I
I
know.
90. I think it's 93.7.
Yeah. I understand.
That's
Dude, I've
crazy,
been in
right?
the gaming space so much of my life. Like when that's the thing about Whatnot too. Like I feel like their demographic has gotten a little bit better, but only in the seller proportion. Like it's
Yeah,
not gone better in the buyer proportion at all. I'm pretty sure that they don't release those metrics. I know that on Twitch the metrics have gotten a lot better. It's more like a 60-30 split on Twitch, but for Whatnot, I feel like it's still very much like an 80
yeah.
teams split.
Wow. 88, 92,
Yeah,
95.
and
Dang.
Amber, I feel like you and Courtney both are in the high 80s and 90s for female to male because I feel like both of you are categorized in the Poshmark
Yeah.
space, which is very female demo.
Unless guys that want to learn clothes, like me, I watch all of the Amber stuff, but I guess I'm in the minority.
No, you are in the minority
Eh,
because of the fact that you actually would like go search a female audience for that information instead of a male audience for
eh.
that.
And like Amber also, like I guess her latest stuff isn't really even that Poshmark related. She does a lot of like good
But
like
same with Courtney. Courtney
yeah.
has talked
Yeah, Courtney hates
predominantly
Poshmark.
about the fact that eBay has definitely overtaken her Poshmark
Yeah,
sales.
but I guess the viewers are still there. That's interesting. Eh,
And that's the thing, like
Has
for me, I totally know that YouTube doesn't know what to do with me. I sell everything.
yeah, that's terrible. You should stop.
No.
You should go from selling everything to selling nothing. Can we try doing
Mm.
that?
Selling just myself? No, I could never do that.
Just sell. Just close your eBay store for 2 weeks and do what solds. See what happens.
Well,
Like
it's when
today, I
sell
sold nothing.
listen, so I only know how to use tools. I don't know how to sell them. Like I know Milwaukee's a great brand. I know Craftsman used to be a great brand, but now it doesn't have the lifetime guarantee anymore. Like
There we go.
I know tool information,
Uh,
but I don't really seek out that stuff to sell it because I don't want to deal with it because it's normally big and bulky.
yeah, you just stick to like the easiest thing. Just stick to like wrenches, socket wrenches. They sell really fast, or just sockets. They're very small too. You can put them in a little drawer. They're like this big. You can do it. They take up way more room, way less room than Noritake mugs, or however you pronounce them.
Oh my
Did,
God.
did I
So,
pronounce that properly? Or
Noritaka.
oh, I was
Um,
close.
um, but like, so your video that you released today, you walked past a pair of mugs that had a pink interior, and I was
Oh
like,
boy.
are those anthropology mugs? Because if they were anthropology mugs, they were worth picking up. If they weren't, like,
I,
they looked like anthropology mugs that I'd sold before for like $20 a piece, and there were two of them.
interesting. I should have known it because I worked at Anthro, so I
Did
should
you
figure it out.
really?
Oh, you didn't know this?
No.
Wow.
Why would I
I
have known
worked
you
at
worked in
the
anthropology?
I worked at the headquarters, at the Urban Outfitters headquarters at the Philadelphia Navy Yard. Yes.
That's Urban Outfitters. That's not this. I know they're owned.
Oh,
I
no,
know
but I worked
anthropology is
for
owned by Urban Anthropology.
I worked for anthropology. I was a senior sample coordinator for anthropology.
Were you really? I did not
Yes,
know that.
for their furniture team. So yeah,
The furniture team when they were doing way more home goods.
yeah, they kind of stopped that now, but yes, I was in charge of all the furniture samples. I did all of that. I went on different catalog shoots, did all that fun stuff. It's great. You can bring your dogs to work. It was an amazing work experience until stuff happened.
Stuff happened.
Legit, like the reason I'm not there is because they hired a new guy to look at the numbers, and he didn't see him. He saw me as a number, and they're like, "Hey, why is anthropology paying so much for their labor force? They're paying because so pretty much I was a senior sample coordinator and a freelance manager. So we would have a lot of labor coming in and assemble furniture, bring it from place to place for presentations, for photo shoots and stuff. And only anthropology had that team. You know, there's anthropology, there's urban, there's terrain, there's free people, and
Right.
nobody else had the team. So they had a new guy they hired to fix the numbers, and they're like, the labor force for anthropology is more than the other three combined. We need to cut that. And instead of like looking into it why, they just cut my whole budget, and they're like, Paul, we would love to have you on, but we need you to take a pay cut if you want to continue working here. And that's when we just went our separate ways.
Wow. I always find that
Yes.
interesting when companies do that. It's like we're going to bring a new person in, they're going to bring so much life, and then they have to make all the changes, and then they just make all the bad changes.
Well, that was the last time I ever worked for anybody else. That
It was
I
for
remember.
anthropology.
I remember that was February 2018. That was the year the Eagles won Super Bowl, and it was like the day after like the parade. We had the talk.
That's why he remembered it. It's because the Eagles won the
That's
Super
the only
Bowl,
reason.
not
Yeah,
for any
that's
other reason, not because of
no.
the stuff going on in his job or his personal life. It's because the
The
Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Eagles won the Super Bowl. I went to the parade. And the day after the parade, we had the talk. Yes, so it's very the Eagles don't win Super Bowl that often. It only happened once.
I don't
So
know. I don't do any sports ball. Do I know a lot of teams? Yeah. Do I know a lot of
yeah,
international stuff? Yeah. But do I
yeah.
want to? No. It's just I've retained stuff over life.
So yeah, so I left him then. Then I started my moving business, and then I started my reselling business, and now I'm here talking to you.
I know. I'm so
Crazy how
sorry.
it all just happens. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I learned about gravitational pull and about ice
You went
bridges.
from being someone who figures out what goes on the floor in anthropology to someone who wrote a free guide about anthropology on the internet, chatting to someone on the internet.
Yeah.
Totally.
But like it still like helps me like now with like, the reselling, because like I know like the like anthro brands and stuff because I used to
Mhm.
like be around it.
But
So
they've changed so much.
yeah, I guess like I know like the ones
Like
like
literal okay.
11s is and Bordeaux and stuff.
Pro
Like
tip,
I know those.
half the brands that are on eBay right now saying that they're anthropology are no longer carried by anthropology. They just that's the best
As
they
long
could
as they
do.
were what it was produced,
At
right?
one point, they say anthropology level 999 or anthropology like 11Zs. They're no longer carried by anthropology anymore. That's just the last time they were any good, so they just put anthropology in the title.
There you go. Check Bob's intro guide. Is that free?
No, no, it is free. Please, please, please put $0 in the chat. Please, please. I say that in my guide, and then the amount of money I've received from that has been nauseating. That's like I'm from people that I don't know. Maybe I know there's a lot of lurkers on YouTube, just like there's a lot of lurkers in Twitch, where like they'll watch my videos and never comment. But
Yes.
it just makes me so uncomfortable the amount of money that people have given me from that guide. It's just like,
Why?
please.
Why is that uncomfortable? You did a lot of work. You made a guide that's really helpful for people, and I'm sure people that are giving you money probably learned something from it and bought something that they made money from, and they're like, "Hey, let me thank Bob real quick."
I appreciate that, but it, I guess it nauseates me because of the other people I know that would charge $40 for something like that and do charge $40 for something like that and make that kind of money from that.
Yes.
It's nauseating to me to know that there are a lot of people in this space that do stuff like that don't make something have a free option, that
Yeah.
like they have to pay for that, and like that's how they make their money, and they don't actually make their money off of reselling. That bothers. This is Louie, by the way.
Well,
Louie, where'd you go?
well, that should bother you, and I agree with that. But what you're doing shouldn't bother you, and the way that people want to say thank you to, I don't think that should bother you. I do agree with the other part where you charge people for information that shouldn't be charged for. That part I definitely do agree with you on. Yeah.
I just, I don't know. I have a lot of there. I know Courtney touched on this last time where she talked about there were a bunch of resellers that I followed in the beginning that I don't follow anymore because of the fact that
Same.
they either said the six-figure reselling thing. As soon as someone says six-figure reselling, except for Rally Roots, I've just unfollowed because I just can't.
Yeah.
It's like
Because
that's not
that's
the
chump
thing that
change. It has to be 8 figures for me to be impressed now.
It's not. It's just like if that's the first thing you lead with, and that's the thing that you think's the most valuable about you that you have to offer people on your channel, that that makes me feel like you don't value either the content you're making, the information you're presenting, or yourself enough to have to preface
Yeah,
it with that.
makes sense.
Am I making a lot of money when reselling or YouTube? No.
I'm a 6-figure reseller if you count decimals.
Amazing. Brett, and you were too generous. I can state that for a fact. It's just I have the same principles, and that's why I respect Courtney a lot. Uh, but there are a couple resellers that I've stayed with despite saying that they're 6-figure resellers because that's not the thing that they present to first and
Yeah,
foremost. There's other stuff that they present as well, and there's other value that I've had from their content, but there have been plenty of resellers that I've stopped following because of that.
yep. I agree with you, Rachel, and did the same thing. Yep. And usually, like the 6-figure and the bigger YouTuber kind of usually go hand in hand because I feel like they have to do that to like attract a bigger audience. And I hope I'm never to that point where I have to do that. I hopefully you just attract them just by being yourself, and that's fine. But yep, there's been a lot of people that I used to follow in the beginning, and now I definitely don't
Okay,
get
I
to
have
use
to
the
go
numbers for
potty
me.
and
Oh
remake my
boy.
drink. So do you want to entertain people again?
Well, no, I don't actually. So
I mean, okay. Bluey, do you want to come here? Come here. Come
can,
here.
can,
Come
can we
here.
have the chair talk?
Come here. Come
Good.
up. Hey, come here.
Oh, look at that.
There's
Bob's
a good
6-figure
boy.
course is on sale from $199 to $189. Get it while you can. Thank you, Jen. You should
Okay.
drop the link too.
You can here. I'm gonna turn this sideways. Maybe Louie will be here, but I have to go potty,
Oh,
and I'm
Louis
actually
gone.
gonna unplug the internet.
Oh man, we can't hear you go potty.
No, you can't hear me go potty. I'm sorry. It's not that kind of stream. I have my
Please keep
stream
talking to
solo.
us, it's you potty. Paul Harfari from Chester. Jenna, I am about 10 minutes from Chichester. Resident grossness figure is probably still not. Yeah, poverty. Definitely swing by if you guys are. That's not to me. 6-figure is great, but they brag about it, make a channel about it. I mean, yeah, I feel you that way. Feel exactly the same way, Brett. This is why I don't really like to post my 90-day. And I made a post recently on my Instagram talking about how summer slowdown I have like hasn't really affected me, and I felt kind of bad about posting that because I posted like a total in there, and I don't like to post totals. It's not on me. I just bought a house. Sweet, Jenna. That's awesome. The recent episode of Trash to Cash, I guess like that. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish. No, I don't blame you. Short figure, still figure. Nice. Yes, I am, Sean. What's up, Diecast? Happy Friday to you. Everything's great here. Hopefully you're doing great. Also, hello to everybody else that was in. Sorry, like when Bob is in the middle of a conversation, I don't like to interrupt her and say hello to people coming in. So if you guys came in the last about, let's say 30 minutes, also good evening to you guys as well. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys all always coming and supporting me in this Friday. By the way, next week there will be no stream, just to let you know right now, because I'm going to be at 127. So no stream next week, but we'll be back. We have awesome guests in August as well. So yeah, might as well make the announcement now since she is pottying. So it makes sense. See who else is here that I missed. What's up, Yard Sales and Dream? What's up, Kiwi Bird? Let's see if I missed anybody else. SMP Postcards, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I said hello to Leroy already. Pinjo Thrift, what's going on? Hello to you as well. And Obstacle Shed is here. Hello. What's up, SoCal? Session used to be a guest one of these. Sasha is not not a warehouse dog, man. Not gonna work out. I sell at least 6 action figures a year. There you go. You can be a 10-figure seller. Everyone's gonna be at that sale. I live near They want to swing by, I believe. Yes, I think they're gonna be in Tennessee, so that makes sense if you live in East Tennessee. I'm not gonna be around that area though, but yes. So, oh, we just might, Danny. You see a pattern after a while. The ones that claim make a lot of money are the ones showing viewers some money. They wouldn't need to charge me. It's a very good point, Tommy. It's a very good point. Everybody wants to know how the tinkle went on the scale of 1 to 10.
I don't understand. Do you mean how it came out of my body, or like the quickness, or what are you judging me on?
Just how did it make you feel?
A 2? I mean, who has that much? Like, if you took that long to pee, you're hurting yourself. Like, you're damaging internal organs if you're like having that much relief from peeing. You need to pee more often, my dude.
I feel like every time I pee more than like 2 times a day, I feel like my prostate's like is wrong. I need to go get it checked.
I mean, you're supposed to have a certain sense of urgency, otherwise it's going to decrease the longevity. Okay, we've already done too much science right now. We don't need any more science.
See, there's the stream. How was the stream intensity?
I mean, the number of times people have okay, so if I didn't make my drink, you guys would have commented on how fast I peed. That seems to be the prevalent arc whenever I go pee anywhere. And I'm like, I don't pee until I absolutely have to. I drink 2 gallons of water a day because of my neurological disorder. So imagine you drinking 2 gallons. Imagine drinking 16 pounds of water a day. How much do you have to pee?
Wait, is a gallon 8 pounds?
A gallon is 8 pounds.
I'm learning now.
Yeah.
How big is this? Does this say?
32 ounces.
I drink about 8 of these a day. Is that close?
Wait. It should say on the that looks like a 32-ounce container, but I don't know how insulated it is.
Yeah, 32.
Look at me! I guessed right off the bat looking at the size of the thing.
That's pretty impressive. You're like a tumbler expert.
So a gallon of water is 128 ounces. So 32 ounces, 64.
Oh, so I drink more than a gallon.
So if you drink 8 of those a day, that's 128 ounces. That's 1 pound. That's 8 pounds of water. That's 1 gallon a day. So, how many of you? How many do you drink?
I drink 8 of these.
So you drink the same amount of water I do.
Yeah.
But you are also twice the volume I am because I weigh 155 pounds. How much do you weigh?
156.
Lie. You would be a stick boy.
And a half.
You would be a stick boy. No.
I am a stick boy. They call me stick boy all the time.
No.
They're like, look at that little hangman walking around. I drink 8 a day and whoa, that might be a problem, Rachel. That might be too much.
You are like wired for life.
That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
You should give me a round of applause, Bob. Can you give me a round of applause? I haven't drank coffee in 3 weeks now.
I feel like you cheated me. Why did you make me applause for you not having coffee?
or soda. And been like off caffeine. Just off caffeine has been drinking like fruit stuff. And I've been getting a lot of energy from that, surprisingly. I don't know how that works, but it's like there's energy in fruit.
Next time I ever go to Texas, I'm going to find you.
There's enough water.
Consensually, I'm going to find you because I feel like we would jive in person. I also want to talk to you again. We don't have to do it live again, but I would love to.
That was like an 8-hour live. That was pretty impressive.
I love her so much.
Like you guys went live. Like I packed my orders. I went, did like a bunch of things, came back. You guys were still live. I listened to you. I listed while you guys were live. I went, did more things. You guys were still live. I was like, dang, they're live. This is like a 24-hour live happening there. It was fun.
She's amazing. Show. There's a lot of good people here on the internet. The thing is that I didn't have friends until I was in high school, and then I haven't really found a lot of female friends until like my best friend got married, and like his wife is a good friend, and then like the people I found here in reselling has been choice. But
they are your cup of tea. if you drink
Yes,
tea.
like intelligent, business savvy, neurodivergent women. This is what I need. Not not
And that
heteronormative neurodivergent
that's
women.
Tracy.
Yes.
She meets all the criteria,
Hmm.
and she has an OnlyFans, which is a plus.
I,
Still,
I
that's
mean, I don't
great.
know if she has that for real, but she's hot enough to, so hell yeah.
Billion seconds is 31 years. Mind blowing. Who said that, Anthony? What's up, man? Do you know Anthony Lopez? Right
I
there.
do not.
Anthony Lopez is a friend of mine from a Pokemon stream. I
A
watch a guy
Pokemon stream. Wait,
like
wait, what Pokemon?
um
Wait, what version of Pokemon?
it's just opening cards. It's just a guy opening cards. It's the guy I had earlier a
It's a
couple weeks
break
ago.
stream. You just need
I,
to say it's a break stream.
Nalter cards. I had him on
Oh.
a couple months ago. Remember on this show? I don't know if you remember. He's the one that got the boot, the sub, the shout out from
I
Mr.
don't think
Beast.
you understand how much YouTube I watch and how much
It was
internet I
alive.
watch.
You said you
I
watched my
know.
lives.
I watch all your lives. I watched Alter Cars.
Yeah,
I watched that one.
yeah.
It was interesting. Just because I don't comment, I'm one of those people that don't necessarily comment, but I watch everything.
Yeah,
I'm one of
so
those
Anthony's a
lurkers where
guy
you're like,
from his stream, but he
oh,
came
okay.
over. So he nothing to do with reselling, but he just said he likes me, so he comes and watches. That's pretty
Dude,
cool.
I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue came out.
Same.
Because of the fact that like there was an ice storm in Gloucester at that time and I had no power. I had the original Game Boy. Red and Blue came
The
out.
one that wasn't
The
lit up,
black and
right?
green. The black and green with no light up screen. All right. I had
Yes.
the original the
Same.
light that came
I would have like,
over.
yep,
The,
same.
the light that came
Little like
over.
desk light. Yeah.
Played that. I got all 151. My parents bought the hookup. So I had blue, my brother had red, so that way we could trade and get all 151. Like, I know
Dang.
Pokemon. I play Pokemon every single day Pokemon Go since it came out every single day in 2017.
Dang. Okay. What level are you? 45?
No, I'm only 40 because I don't have that many people to trade or play with. Like, the only time I get to trade or like play with cool people is when I do TwitchCon, and TwitchCon hasn't happened in 2 years. So,
It makes sense.
so yes, I do know Pokemon. Do I play it religiously? No, I play
Yes.
yes, I play Pokemon Go religiously. I played I have
Do you
Pokemon
have like a lot
Arceus.
of like area like
Yeah,
Pokestops and
so
gyms
we
in
have
your area?
Colonial Williamsburg is where I go with my friend Brandon at every community day. We go and walk around Colonial Williamsburg for 3 hours. It's great because Precarious Beer Project is right next to there. Oh, I moved the
Well, what
camera.
just
I'm so
happened to your
sorry.
camera? Was that a
There-
ghost?
No, there's the cord right here
Oh, I
because
was
again, this
like,
is
that is
not my
freaky.
setup. So the cord's right.
I was
It's
like,
like,
what just
hello.
happened? That thing just moved.
Shad, you're 46. I'm
That's
like
pretty
so
impressive.
close to
Impressive,
41. I'm
Shad.
so proud of myself.
I haven't played since Gen 3 got released on the Pokemon Go, so it's been a while.
No, I've
But
been playing
it was
Pokemon
cool
Arceus
though,
on
because like
Switch.
I would like travel to like Europe and stuff and like catch stuff that only could be caught. Like I think which one's Mr. Mime's Europe exclusive, right? Or it used to be. I'm not sure how it is now.
It used to be. They used to have continent exclusives. So, like, when I went to Japan and when I went to Norway, that was like, I always paid the extra $10 to be international so I could play Pokemon Go in the different countries when I went and traveled. But yeah, they used to be international, but now they have events that make it so things move around. So I think it's every 6 months stuff moves around.
Oh, okay, and that makes more sense because a lot of people can't travel and they want all of them. So I
Yeah.
definitely get that. You give up level 38.
Misha, did you really live in Colonial Williamsburg? So I've worked in Williamsburg most of my life. But yeah, I go to Colonial Williamsburg most times because that's where it's best to have a lot of space and stuff. Did you have questions for me, by the way? I realize that this has not been your normal life, and I
This has
feel
been
a
an
little bit bad
unbelievably
about that.
amazing live. I feel like I don't see anybody complaining about it, so I feel like we're good.
Does he need to ask me questions, chat? Do you want to ask me questions?
My main question was how do you make the pie so well? You've already explained that though, so I think
I
we're
just
good with
followed the
that one.
recipe on the plate. It obviously did not work out very well.
Yeah.
I think the thing is with that one is that I was also live streaming because my Twitch community had the community goal to do the the Thrifted Treat live. So I was also live streaming on Twitch and also doing the video at the same time, and it was very hard to do both at the same time.
I don't think I could do one at the same time. The only thing I ever baked in my life was like pigs in a blanket. They turned out great.
That can't be true. Bruton. Oh my goodness. I have the greatest story about Bruton. Do you want to hear my story about Bruton?
I don't know what Bruton is, but sure.
Bruton's a high school, but it's like a very small high school in Williamsburg. It's like the smallest high school in Williamsburg. Hi, baby girl. Hi.
Well, there's two of them there now.
There's two. Yeah, both in here.
Hey.
He's in the bathroom, so that's why they're both
Makes sense.
You're waiting for the meat treat?
Oh, look at her. Hey.
Sweetness.
There he is.
Hi.
There's the boy.
Hi,
Guys,
baby.
you guys screen shoot that. The boy doesn't make many appearances that often. That was a once in a
Hey,
lifetime.
do you want to come here for a second? Can you come here for a second?
Oh boy, we're about to get the boy.
You get both dogs and the boy at the same shot.
Oh my goodness, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity right here.
All the dogs and him.
Look at that.
No, he doesn't need that.
He's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Get me off the screen.
All the babies.
Look at that. So many shedding hairs everywhere.
I know. Hi, baby. Oh, hi. Thank you.
Boy in the house.
Yeah.
Hi, boy.
The meat treat. Yeah, I still got to do that. I still have that. I need to find which one that is again.
How does he? Is he okay with being called boy? Is he cool being known as the boy?
Hey, are you cool with being known as the boy? He says yes.
Right.
I've never asked him.
He's like, so when I meet you guys in person, I'm like, hey, you're the boy, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, it's me.
I mean, I could tell you his real name offline, but
nah,
just like you know my real name offline.
The boy works fine. Boy,
Okay.
boy's good.
Hey,
enough.
boy, what's up?
What's up?
We're in the South. No, that has a different connotation in the South. I'll give you his name.
Is Virginia South? I guess so. Yeah.
It's South of the Mason-Dixon. It was the capital of the Confederacy for a real long time. So yeah, it has
I don't know. You guys
meaning.
like
That's not a cool meaning, my dude.
For me, like South is like weather-wise, and you guys are the same weather as me, so I wouldn't say you guys are South.
Oh no, there was a lot of not coolness down here, but yeah.
Adorable he is. That's right as hell.
Yeah.
I think he's referring to the boy. He thinks that the boy's adorable.
Oh, thank you, Sal. He is. He's very good to me. Do you have any questions for me, by the way?
No, zero questions. I feel like this is going great.
Okay. Oh, babies are
meat treat sounds scary.
It was a ring meat treat recipe. No, I don't want.
It's something Ukrainians would eat. I'm just letting you know. If you put that at a Ukrainian get together, people would eat that.
You were talking with Courtney about the raw potatoes, and like I eat raw potatoes all the time. Whenever I make potatoes for mashed potatoes or for like I just cut the middle out and eat it.
Is that healthy? That can't be healthy.
It's not necessarily healthy or unhealthy. There's a specific chemical in raw potatoes that's bad for people if you have too much of it. But if you don't eat it in excess, it's not problematic.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. It tastes like a apple. It has the same texture
like
as apple. Yeah, because okay, like if you have an apple, like so say you have a red deciduous and you have a russet potato. Both of them, if you take the outsides out and just have the middle, have the same texture. They don't necessarily have the same flavor profile because of the fact that the red deciduous is going to be slightly sweeter and the russet potato is going to be less, but they have the same texture.
So that scene from The Office makes sense.
I've never watched The Office.
Do you know who Creed Bratton is?
Nope.
That's not going to make sense to me. There's an Office character named Creed Bratton who's eating an apple, and Jim goes and takes the apple and makes it a potato, and the guy continues to eat it like nothing ever changed. And you're telling me that they taste the same. So now it makes sense. And I am also very disappointed that you don't watch The Office. I'm very sad to hear that.
Solanine. Solanine is the toxic chemicals because technically potatoes and tomatoes are both part of the nightshade.
That's something I also didn't expect to hear today. Selenade.
Solanine is the part of the nightshade family,
Wait, we can.
and potatoes and tomatoes both have that.
It's a vegetable. When you eat it raw, when cooked, it's a starch.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can French fry apples. Yes, you can.
Nightshades are inflammatory, but I love them.
Same. Same.
Nightshades is the potato family, right?
Tomatoes and potatoes, yes.
But not sweet potatoes. I know that they're
Not sweet
different.
potatoes, no.
Yeah.
They are different.
Okay.
But I do not like sweet potato.
You never watched The Office, though, Kelly? There? Oh my goodness.
So I watched one episode of the British Office. I've watched one episode of the American Office. Neither of them I liked, so I just
Which episode was that?
I don't remember.
You should give it a chance. Watch like 3 seasons and then quit.
No. No. I don't even give anime that many seasons to watch before I quit. I give 3 episodes, then I'm done.
Oh, is eggplant part of the Nightshades family too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's an interesting one because I thought eggplant was part of the squash family. I guess
It is kind of.
I
I think she just wanted an excuse to put the eggplant emoji in there.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That's for sure. Speaking of sweet potatoes, did you hear the story? I don't know. I know you like to read and stuff. I read in an article before that the Peruvians and the Chileans, they like sweet potatoes, right? And also the Polynesians also like sweet potatoes. And there's like a this proves like I'm getting somewhere. Hold on. This proves that like the world used to be connected because they're so far apart, like Polynesia and Peru.
I literally talked about Pangea in the beginning of our conversation.
Which I'm saying, this proves it right here. And the reason why it proves it is because they both use the same word for it. So it's not like some people say, oh, like a bird could have carried a seed from like Peru to Polynesia or whatever, but they both use the same word for sweet potato. So like show that they were next to each other. Right?
It's either that the language that began in both places were similar, or colonization was prevalent in that area because of the fact that you have French and Spanish and Italian. They're all romantic languages and they're all similar, and then you all go across to Africa and you go to South America and you go to America, and you have all of those language prevalent as well with root words because of the fact of colonization. So it's either colonization or
that is the word. See,
camote, or is it camote?
Hey. It's camote.
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 You got it. The camote.
It's a camote. Oh man. Zoe, yes, I agree. Zoe. No. What chestnuts I cannot stand to consider. Oh, everyone just saying what they hate. Is there foods you don't like? Let's talk about that. Since we're not talking about food.
I don't like sweet potatoes.
That's it?
I don't like sweet potatoes. I should not have cheese because I'm allergic to mold, and you use mold to ferment cheese. And I cannot eat seafood because I'm allergic to iodine.
Wow, that's sad.
Why?
Seafood is amazing and cheese is amazing. So that's the sad part. Can you like be allergic to something else? Can you just change your allergies real quick?
Yep, totally stop the anaphylactic shock that goes through my body whenever I try to eat anything crab.
I hear it's like all in the mind. It's mind over matter, right?
Totally don't need an EpiPen for that.
Just be in better control of your body, Bob. Like, is that asking for too much? Just
Liquidation Bros, welcome to the chat that has nothing to do with reselling and everything to do with whatever the heck is going on in my brain at this point, because Paul has not tried at any point to take control of this conversation.
I feel just like this, you know what? Great.
Whatever she wants to talk about, we're doing.
Yeah, and people, Paul loves. Yes, I do love mold. Here's a good question for you. Best question of the night.
Have I ordered my 4th quote USPS supplies yet? No. What do you mean by that? Like,
Like
I
your
have a,
supplies for the fourth quarter,
what do I need for supplies?
like like extra rolls of bubble wrap, um, extra tape. You need to get your boxes now because by Q4 there won't be any boxes in around, so you better get it now. Duh.
Are you talking about the unnecessary urgency that happens on YouTube?
Yes, I'm talking about that. Yes,
I don't understand.
I'm
That's what
definitely
I'm just like, what are you
I'm
talking
definitely not
about?
being serious about it. Yeah, padded envelopes. That's a good one. Get
That
your
was
PFREs
hilarious
right
when that
now.
they're like, you can't order padded envelopes. I'm like,
The
cool, then
USPS,
just put
stop
it in
making
a
them.
flat rate envelope. It's fine. Just put some bubble wrap around it. Put a padded like in a regular flat rate envelope. It'll be fine. I don't understand that. I don't. So I know that Matt, Thrift of Life. Have you had
Yes.
him on here before?
No.
Do I need to introduce you?
I think we do because I know him from afar. I'm like a fan
Okay.
from afar. I don't know him personally.
Okay.
He
That's
doesn't know
how.
who I am. I think I
Okay.
would love to have him on. He would be great.
I think so
He
too. I
has
think you
very
guys
good
have a
like
great conversation.
dry humor. I would
Can
love
all
it.
three of us be on at the same time? Have you ever had a threesome? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Whoa. To answer your question, yes, you could be on at the same
Oh
time.
wait, okay.
You thought I was answering the other question. No. Okay. Anyways, why did you bring up Matt?
I was asking like, okay, so Matt was talking about burnout and how in his video today he was talking about burnout because he burned himself out doing whatnot.
Yes.
And then he was also talking about how he doesn't like when people do whenever anybody changes anything. So whenever eBay does something or Poshmark does something, there's all these videos out like, oh, the Poshmark algorithm has changed. Is reselling no longer possible on Poshmark? Or, oh no, eBay did blah, blah, blah. Is eBay still whatever? He's talking about people
Yeah.
making like the Chicken Little videos.
Yeah. The
And
sky is falling stuff. Yes.
yeah, so he's talking about how that actually like hurts people because it actually activates the stress hormone in individuals because they see all this content about this one change and it activates the stress hormone even if it's not really that big of a deal, but because so many people are making content around it, it like exacerbates the problem. So that's what I'm like
Yeah. But people do it for.
for
I
clicks.
think.
They do it for clicks
Yeah.
and views. They do it for
I
money. It's not
they definitely
cool.
don't do it because they believe it. I legit don't think they believe it. But yeah. Wow, Dan. Yes, that's what happens. Yes, liquidation bros.
Am
That's
I good for your channel? Is this okay?
we're
Have
about
I
to
just
see.
made everybody leave this stream?
No, we're still around 50. We're still
Okay.
doing good.
You
Seems
are the
like
strongest link. Good
yeah,
job.
you guys are keeping strong. I'm proud of you guys. But yeah, about that burnout, it's not the burnout, but like the sky is falling thing. Yeah, because if you make a video saying PFREs are still there, no one's gonna watch that. You know, but if you say like a video called USPS got rid of PFREs, people are gonna click. And
That's the thing, though. I
it's
feel like
stupid that people click. People need to stop clicking.
that's the thing, though. I feel like
that would
getting
be made.
suspended for eBay was the best thing for Daily Refinement because his channel had begotten so irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but someone who has that many subscribers but that low view count is normally considered you have a dead channel.
Yes.
And then they got suspended, and then suddenly, like, their views are better, and now they're making regular content, and the views are better, but they're still not great. And it just, but he's still making eBay content, which is weird to me.
I agree on that part as well. And so you're pretty much saying if you guys have a dead channel, just get suspended on eBay.
No, don't do that. That sucks. Don't do that. I got suspended on eBay for something stupid. Don't do that.
This is Bob's idea right here for YouTube success.
No. Oh, that he got
Or
banned on eBay, not suspended on eBay.
Get bans better. Just everybody gets suspended. Get banned.
Just go sell on Whatnot. That's what everybody does. Just go sell on Whatnot. It's the
Apparently,
best place
I
ever.
don't follow him on there, but apparently he's like sells on there like 24/7. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So like his whole crew is just there to
Oh,
one time
what are your
while doing
thoughts
that.
on Whatnot? I want to know your thoughts on Whatnot. You're on there, I think, a little bit more than I am. I'm on there once a
I
week.
haven't been on there all of July. I feel like Whatnot is really good platform if you have a lot of similar stuff and you want to move that. What I don't like about Whatnot is a lot of people are using it to pawn off their bad inventory to their
True fact.
followers.
Facts. Yeah.
I hate that part about it. People are just using their like subscribers to pawn off stuff that doesn't sell. That part I don't like about it. But if you have like for example, like my favorite streams that I do in Whatnot is when I buy a bunch of the same things and I start things low and people like when I did my Disney pin auction, I had a lot of fun doing that. People bought a bunch of Disney pin from me. And or like if you have stuff like that, I feel like it's great. But I don't think it's like on the same level as eBay or not even close. And a lot of people that I see doing Whatnot now more than eBay are ones that just don't want to list. And they're like, oh, I'll just do a Whatnot stream and I'll show it there and I'll sell it for whatever. So, and then a lot of times people that I do see in Whatnot quite a bit are not there anymore because they're making no money, which people also don't want to talk about because I just want to talk about the successes. But a lot of the times people that are on there don't make as much to justify the work. Can we say that?
Okay, so I feel like on Whatnot, if you are making any money, you have to have at least 20,000 plus here on YouTube, and you're selling to an audience, basically, is what you're
Agreed.
doing. As far as Whatnot goes, like I'm trying to make it work once a week, but
that's also if you're like selling trash too.
yeah,
If you're
that's the
selling
thing.
if you're selling good stuff and you continue to do it, you're gonna eventually build a market too. But then how much money do you have to lose to build that market? Because in order for you to build it, you have to be giving away good stuff for a lot cheaper than you want, hoping that people can come
Okay,
back and keep buying
that's
from you.
another thing that bothers me. So, Whatnot for me feels very much like early Twitch. Let me elaborate on that, if you will.
Okay.
So, I've noticed a lot on Whatnot in the last 6 months that there are individuals on Whatnot that are not streaming necessarily to sell things, but are just streaming. They've added a cooking category. They've added like live
Really?
category. Yes, they have. They have a cooking category on there now. So Whatnot to me feels like it is a live streaming platform that they're
Yes.
building on to like kind of expand their area. And the thing is that there's still not enough of a user base that's outside of their original core demographic. They are still very male heavy, and it's young male heavy for their demographic. They have gotten a lot better with their sponsorships and partnerships to where they're no longer offering one-off sponsorships and one-off partnerships to people to be like, hey, do one live on Whatnot and
Yeah.
then be done. Because they were doing a lot last year and they were
Yeah.
just
Because
wasting their money.
they thought they were going to build an audience that way for some reason.
No, so now they're doing 6-month contracts with 1 week. Like they have to do the six
Yeah,
month
a
contract with
show every
weekly
single week.
buy-in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you have to show up every week, and that's helped a lot. And that was honestly one of my suggestions.
Oh, did they give you money for that suggestion?
No, fuck no. I actually applied to one of their marketing jobs, and I was just like, I'm just applying to this because I want to see this succeed. Here's what
Yeah.
I think you should do. But
And they just took your ideas and they never hired you.
that's
Those
fine.
jerks.
I don't want to work for them. They're very dude bro heavy thing. I don't want anything to do with that. I'm I want the app to succeed because of the fact that the platform they built is very good. Like the platform they've built with the user interface is very easy. The seller interface is very easy. They've done a lot of improvements with the seller interface as far as
Oh yeah.
listing goes. Amazing. Like they've done a lot of UI
Yes.
development that
I
has
agree
been
100% on
immaculate.
that.
The UI
And
development in the last 6 months has been spectacular. They just need to diversify their demographic. Their demographic is they're just so hard set in the Pokemon card break demographic. And they're gonna
It's either like Pokemon cards or like sports cards or like Funkos.
the thing is that with the break thing, if the FTC pays any attention to them, they're gonna be absolutely
Yes,
effed in the butt.
because it's gambling.
It is
Exactly.
gambling. It's
Yeah.
gambling to a under 18 audience.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like if they don't diversify their platform to where they can hide that part enough, they're going to eventually get screwed. When there's enough market share, they're going to get screwed.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
I agree. So everyone go follow Bob on Whatnot. She doesn't do breaks.
It's also not Bob Buys, it's Heroin Bob because that's my regular user handle.
You have different names on different things.
No, Heroin B0B has always been my username for things, but Bob Buys is my other stuff channel.
This is your alter ego.
Yeah, well, no, because Heroin, Heroine,
is a female hero.
is a female hero, but it's also the branded trademark name from Bayer for the illegal substance heroin. So heroin is Heroi
Oh, look at that.
and also Heroine.
Tracy
So
goes, she's selling heroin there. Everybody run. There you go.
So that's the thing, like because of the fact that that trademark still exists, a lot of the user-friendly platforms don't allow me to use heroin as a name. So like Nintendo won't let me use it. You now won't let me use it, and
OnlyFans.
No, I'm sure OnlyFans does not care about heroin at all.
Form has a good question for you. When are you going to start doing the thread box breaks on there?
Well, I told you I'm not buying another ThreadUp box until I sell enough stuff from my personal closet to justify
you just
buying
open
that.
it on Whatnot and just sell it live on there. Just do a ThreadUp box.
Has that been a thing yet? I feel like someone should have done that by now.
I feel like somebody probably did. I didn't watch it, but that's probably some like I could definitely see somebody doing it.
No, I'm
ThreadUp
not.
box break. That'd be great.
No,
Start it next week.
I would be on Feet Finder before I was on OnlyFans.
I don't know what that one is. I don't know what either one of those is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like that's not true.
Back to OnlyFans. Not back to what? Have you seen? I remember last time we talked about this. I think it might have been like even off camera or whatever. But
Jen, you're lovely. Thank you.
You said like a lot of people, like especially like in the vintage tea market, it was like all very bro heavy. Have you seen that change much at all, or is it still the same way?
No, it's still bro heavy. Even if I do a women's or a ladies centric vintage or even modern stream, because of the fact that I do not have a large following on Instagram, I do not have a large following on YouTube, it's still like it's crickets. If I do a male presenting stream at all, where it's a male or gentlemen's, it's like some dude's like, hey, do you have any of this? Do you have any of this? And I'm like, no. I like, dude, I post, like I say in my stream, $1 starts. I have 20 items. Here they all are. They have pictures. They have measurements. Why the fuck are you asking me that?
It happens quite like I come to Jen's stream quite a bit, like Jen.
Jen is amazing. I feel okay. So if you want to be successful on Whatnot, you either have to be persistent, like Jen is. Jen has consistent content on Whatnot.
Multiple times a week.
Yes. So you either have to treat that's like it's a live streaming platform. You have to have consistent content. Regular content where like people know to show up at this time and they know what to expect, or you have to have the fire flame what like teens and 20 something dude bros want. Like that is
Yeah,
what you have to have on Whatnot. And it sucks balls.
but like I was on one of her Pokemon streams, like her card streams, and somebody comes in and he goes, "Do you have WB action figures?" And we were like, "What? How do
Was
you
it a
go?
collectible stream?
How do you go to a stream that says Pokemon singles and ask for
I,
WWE action figures?" I was like, "Is this guy lost?
I
Like,
love how
what's
Death
happening
Valley
here?"
is like, wait, let's talk about Tinder.
I
Why?
agree. I agree, Dan. Her voice is very soothing. It
You're
is.
very kind. I have many voices. So I
Oh,
have.
can we hear a different voice?
Hi, Paul. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad we're talking today. This
Oh
is like
my
the
god,
best
that's
thing
like so
ever.
awesome. Can we go get mimosas?
I would so love to hang out with you on like a Sunday. This would be like the best day
Like,
ever. Can we like
oh
go and get a
yes,
petty mani at the same time? It would be
please. And then go
amazing.
to Target afterwards. Go stop. That was a good voice.
You're
That
welcome.
works. Yeah,
No,
that was great.
I have my so I have ADHD and then
Dan, go
autism.
shoot me.
I have I have ADHD and autism. So that's
What's up,
and
ATLs?
PTSD. So my normal speaking voice is normally low and also at most people call condescending, and it's not necessarily it's not necessarily meant to be that way. It's just that I state things very matter of fact, and most Americans aren't used to handling like truth at all.
Oh,
So that's the issue.
interesting. So is that not your normal voice the whole time? Which how you just been speaking to me the last almost 2 hours? That was a
No,
fake
I
voice.
am very unmasked with you. So that's why you have
Appreciate that.
gotten the many shades of Bob.
I got the many shades. So many shades today, guys. The
All the
shades have
shades of
been very
Bob.
intriguing.
No,
All the
I do have
shades.
I have a customer service voice as well. Like that's what I've had to speak most of my life. Like this voice where it's very like eh, is normal. And if you guys like my voice, thank you.
It's very soothing. That's what current people are saying. Speaking of the
Okay.
customer service thing, how long have you been now? How long have you left that now? It's been like what, six
It's been
months?
6 months. 6 months since I've been
Oh,
self-employed. It's
great,
not it's no. Oh, I mean,
terrible,
personally, yes, great.
amazing.
I love it.
Mental health better.
Financially, not so much.
Well, let's talk about finances later. But mental health though, how does that? Is it a lot
It's
better?
so much better.
Yeah,
Amazing.
finances will come and go. Who needs money anyway?
Fireball, you'd be surprised. The number of like shows where I've seen women where it's just like full décolletage out, where it's like this
Ye-
much is covered.
Yes, I've seen
They're
that
like the
unfortunately as well.
vintage fire flame, come see my show. And it's just like, okay,
I've
cool.
seen someone sell Pokemon cards like that,
Yeah.
where they would legit put the card like
Tracy's
right
here.
here and like sell it.
Hey, Danica.
1 second drink. Bob's voices are better than the voices I normally hear. Okay,
Imagine the voices I hear in my head.
probably amazing. A couple of video game
Yeah.
sellers definitely use the outfits. No, yeah, Lori, yeah, that also happens, and so hey, if that works for them, good. No, there's more power to them.
That's what I'm
next
saying.
time, next time I'll
Did
do
you
it.
Did you see that video where the Twitch streamer did a cosplay with a breastplate, and she was like, "My subscriptions doubled, my my s- my donations doubled. Like this is my viewership doubled." Do you know what a breastplate
Interesting.
is?
Is that like the chest,
The chest
the
enhancer that
yeah,
drag queens wear? Yes, that is a
yes.
breastplate.
It's probably very painful.
No, I mean it's just warm because it's silicone on your
Interesting.
chest. Yeah.
I never find those shows.
I mean, you're just not
So
on at the right
fun.
time. Maybe you're sleeping or doing something productive.
Yeah, there you go. But I respect the people that don't do it, and if you guys want to do it, that's up to you too. Because I'm not going to judge.
Get that bag.
Yep. Shake what your mama gave you, right? Is that what the
Or
cool kids
what
say?
your gave you the funds to give you.
Coming from a D&D background, that is not a breastplate to me. Oh, okay.
Well, it just depends. If you're old school drag queen, it's a breastplate. If you're new, it's a booby
What are you
shield.
talking about, Lori? Like Perry the platypus? Is that what you're referring to?
What? I mean, it does look like a pair of wonky boobies there. What is that?
It's Perry the platypus, yo. What do you mean?
Okay, no,
What is
pick
that?
it up. Pick it up.
There's like 8 things around it.
No,
I'm a
no,
little
no.
scared.
Go back there.
This right
Go,
here?
keep going. Keep going. Reach back. There you go. No, no. There
I
you
have
go.
to clear all the
There
stuff
you
off
go.
him.
What is that?
I'm
With
saying there's like
the
8 things on him.
the wide-eye booby thing. There you go.
It's Perry the platypus.
Well, you know, the thing is the blue lighting. It
And
does
then
it.
I have one on my shirt.
Amazing.
Yes, that's what that is. I actually got this from Gravity Goods Cameron. So thank you.
Did you
Cameron,
know
if you're
that
watching.
platypuses under UV light are actually that color?
It's actually platypi. Did you know that? That's the proper pronunciation. So,
Pronunciation.
so anyways, platypi under UV light are what color? That color?
They are actually teal under UV light.
Interesting.
Yeah, the whole reason that he created Furb to be that
look,
color.
my whole backdrop is ruined. Thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome.
I had all this plush back there. Now it's all gone.
The whole reason that he made it that color was because he knew that, like, you know, with Finding Nemo, that people went out and got a bunch of clownfish because kids wanted to have Nemo, and so he made Furb that color. Is it Furb? Furb's the platypus?
No, this is Perry.
Perry.
Phineas
Okay.
and Ferb are the boys. Perry
okay.
Platypus is the pet.
See, I never watched the show.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the villain.
Okay, so they made Perry, which is the platypus, right? That's what you just said? Okay.
Perry.
They made him teal because you can't go out and get a pet platypus. And then the dude that created the show found out recently, like the last year, that under UV light, platypus actually glow that teal color. So it was like a weird moment in time that platypus is actually
putting UV lights to platypus.
Scientists.
Why?
They biofluoresce under UV light teal color.
Interesting.
So there's a difference between bioluminescence and biofluoresce. So biofluoresce normally means they glow under a certain like
Exactly, Laura. That's my question. Who used to hold a platypus under UV light? Like
scientists.
Apparently.
For science.
Same scientists that thought we need seedless watermelon. Yeah, we're going to spend millions of dollars on watermelons with no seeds because that is what we need.
I mean, that's what Americans do all the time. Seedless watermelon sell for what, $2.50 every summer? $2.50 watermelon. Come and get it all over the United States.
Mr. Pineapple is on my nap couch, which is in a different part of the warehouse, Laura.
Who was Mr. Pineapple?
I used to have a big, like, pineapple plush, like huge. I got a yard sale. And
like
used to
SpongeBob's house?
It used to be back there because I used to have a couch in my office. I moved the couch from my office to a designated nap area in my warehouse that is used for naps.
I don't see any shiny Charmanders in the background. I'm very disappointed in you.
What do you mean? That guy is shiny.
Where's the shiny?
Look at that tail. Look at that tail glowing.
What are you talking about? That looks like a snail. That looks like Gary.
That is
SpongeBob.
You want me to go back there and grab that one too?
Yep. I'm going to make you pull out all your stuff. How is he shiny? It's just a regular Charmander.
He glows. You see?
I'm talking about a shiny Pokemon Charmander.
Oh, like a shiny Charmander?
Yeah.
Why would I have a shiny when the regular one's good enough?
No.
I don't need no shiny. This guy is good enough for me. Okay.
You
now I apologize for thinking that he wasn't good enough.
No.
Junior Johnson.
He's not shiny. No, a shiny, God damn it. A
I
shiny
believe in you.
Andy, shiny, shiny,
A
a, shi-
shiny Andy and a Charmin.
a shiny, a shiny,
Keep saying it. It's gonna come out. That's what she said.
a shiny Charizard is black. A shiny
Yes,
Charmander is yellow.
you did it.
Yay!
Great job, team. Um, are you good?
Yeah, fine. Stutter just said, no, thank you, ma'am. You're going to just keep making an idiot out of yourself. Good job.
People are coming in and like, what the hell is? Why are they laughing at this? Why Brett's washing his hands? Oh, that's the applause sign. Okay, I was like, why is Brett washing his hands?
I stuttered and I couldn't make it better.
The boys probably like wondering what the hell is going
Like, what's
on.
going on in there?
Oh, this has been the best live of all time. I'm
Well,
say
I'm
this,
glad you
has
liked
been
it.
incredible. This has been incredible.
I mean, we can
Everybody,
end it now if you want to, or we can keep going. I don't care.
everybody, put the wash hands emojis for Bob for finishing that statement. Everybody do it. Everybody wash their hands for Bob. It's funny. Yes.
Thank you.
So anyways.
You want to change the subject, or we can just keep going on the fact
Yeah,
that I'm
we just talk
red-faced and
about
crying?
just talk about shiny Indies and Charmanders.
You want to know what my favorite Pokemon is?
Can I
You wanna guess?
guess?
Yeah, please.
Is it
Please, there's
first
like
gen?
800 some. Yes, it is first gen.
Okay, that's good. It has to be first gen. Does it evolve into something?
No.
Has it evolved from something?
No.
Oh, okay. This is like we're narrowing down. Doesn't evolve first gen? Now, does it evolve something later or from something later or
No.
no? Because like it could be like a Snorlax that evolves to get some Munchlax later. But
Uh-uh.
it's not.
No,
No.
Munchlax evolves to Snorlax.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, like, does it have an evolutionary partner in the future?
No. It is a beautiful and unique snowflake.
It can't be Tangela, it can't be Snorlax, guys, because they get evolutions later. Is it a
Yep.
Mew?
Nope. No,
Is
because
it a?
Mew evolves into Mewtwo.
No, they're different. Mew and Mewtwo are totally
No,
different peeps.
they're different, but they're technically, canonically
Is it a
evolutions of
Ditto?
each other. It is a Ditto.
Yes,
That was like,
nailed it.
so when I went to Japan, I actually cried when I went to the Pokemon stop in Tokyo because they had an entire room dedicated to just plushies of all the different Pokemon with Ditto faces.
Did you buy the whole room?
No, I didn't have enough money to do that, but I would have. So hard. I did buy a couple of the Ditto like phone charms for that.
Okay.
But also my friends were very much wanting to leave. Like I was in tears in the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. And all of my friends were like, "We've been here for 3 hours. We need to go." I'm like, "I'm not done looking." So yeah.
Chris goes, "The entire room of flesh." Yeah, what's up, Chris? Also, Chris, welcome to a talking chair interview. We're back to
You're
talking
welcome.
chair.
Yes. The talking chair is there.
Talking chair is here. We're just talking to a chair, and it's coming in. People are intrigued. Talking to a chair that went. It's a traveling chair too. That
It
chair's
is.
been to Tokyo and seen the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna take a guess and say that it's not cheap there either. Is that right,
What?
chair?
Oh
The
no.
toys there.
No, it's actually pretty cheap. I mean, it's the same thing if you bought a plushie for retail here in the United
Really?
States. Yeah.
Okay. I thought they would like upcharge like crazy because of the location and stuff and the
No, so
tourism.
it's just the conversion. So I mean, even the American dollar is still Very strong. So if you wanted to buy something like $10 United States would be 1,000 yen in Japan.
Yes.
So it was just like you just needed to add another zero to it. So it was fine.
Okay.
Well, if I
This
could
poor-
train one of the dogs to sit up here for me, I would do that, Tracy. But
That'll be interesting.
I feel you're just not used to people that have a microphone that moves with them. So
No,
I'll do this when
I've never talked to a chair before. It's been great.
it's a prevalent thing on Twitch where most streamers have a chair icon because most streamers stream for more than like an hour or two. So they'll have a
Yeah.
chair icon because people have to take breaks because,
Well, that makes sense.
human needs are real needs.
So when Twitch people take breaks, they just like leave the chair on and then like leave the stream on. What is
Uh-huh.
happening
Yeah.
for like a
Couple
long time?
minutes. Yeah.
What about can you do like half an hour? People want to leave.
I
They'll
mean, it
watch a
depends
chair.
on the streamer. Depends on the
Interesting.
streamer and how interesting this is and how
L-
engaged chat is.
Like if Ninja leaves for half an hour, no one's gonna leave, right?
Probably not. Yeah, for real.
Interesting. Interesting.
That dude's still making thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I've sold Ninja branded sheets the other day.
I have a Mr. Beast hoodie up for sale right now.
Oh, it didn't sell yet? I'm
No, it didn't sell
surprised.
yet. No.
You would think with his milestone yesterday, people are gonna be buying that stuff more. But did you hear about his milestone?
He had 100. Well, I mean, he got the PewDiePie
Yeah,
goal, so he gets that diamond, whatever it
whatever
is.
plaque. Yeah.
Yeah. Liquidation Pros, I'm drinking a gin and tonic, but it's in a crystal champagne flue because I don't feel like making another glass dirty.
And it's
So
on the
this is what
rocks too.
I ran out of champagne, so this is what
There
I
we go.
switched to.
This is her first drink of the night too, if you're wondering, Dan. This has been normal Bob the whole time, guys.
It is normal Bob. This late at night, yeah. What's normal Bob?
Where else do we find normal Bob, by the way?
What do you mean, where else do you find normal Bob?
Like if Bob doesn't show up on my TGIF stream, where can people find Bob?
I don't know. Your mods have been doing a great job. I'm just gonna let them keep doing that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna take their job. You can't
I
outsource their
I
job.
haven't seen any mods
Oh.
drop your Twitch link yet.
They,
So
I mean,
the,
I don't want them to see me on Twitch.
if the mods
This
can
is my
find your
relaxed place. What are you
if the
talking
mods
about?
can find your Twitch link and your book
Brett, I've
channel,
also
that would
never
be
watched
great.
Mr. Beast. I just know who he is because of being on the internet.
Look, he likes gin and tonic. Somebody used to hate on it earlier. I don't like the taste of gin or tonic.
You know what? That's just because you haven't had good gin. That's what I tell everybody.
What about tonic? Have I had good tonic?
That's also like, no, that's fair. Like if you haven't had a good mixer, if you haven't had good either of those, it's bad. Like I'm very picky with what I drink. My favorite gin is a vintage gin. It's called vintage
Oh,
gin outside of
bougie.
Cassell. No, it's the Vanguard, and it is a gin that's aged in a red wine cask for 12 months.
That
But I
sounds
also
very
really
bougie.
like wine.
Red wine cask.
Yeah, so like wine is normally aged in barrels,
Correct.
cask, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
So a red wine is aged in a certain barrel. So what they do is that after the red wine is finished aging, it's empty, but it still has the latent flavor of whatever wood it's made of. Whatever
Yes.
wood it's made out of.
Agreed.
So oak or cherry or walnut or hickory. Excuse me. The burps are coming now.
Oh,
Hopefully the hiccups won't come because they sound terrible.
This is a different shade of Bob now. We get the burp and hiccup shade now. This is great.
So whatever that's made out of, and then whatever's aged inside of it. So you can age white wine, red wine, whiskey, any kind of liquor inside of a
Yes.
cask. So they do the red wine first, and then they put the gin inside of the red wine cask, and it's just
Interesting.
delicious.
And it existed for 12 months.
Exactly, Lilac. I totally believe that. Yeah, I also think Jen's good for you, but I really love Jen. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I haven't had a good one, but not a fan.
I mean, you haven't been this far into Virginia. I mean, you've been on the western half of Virginia with Kevin, but you haven't been to my side of Virginia.
I've driven past your side once, and I like texted you like at 10 a.m. if you want to meet up, be like
I thought
10
you
p.m.
meant on the western side. You were talking about.
No, remember like that one time when I drove past like Richmond? I wasn't planning on it, and then like I like texted you like at 10 p.m. like, yo, you want to get together in the morning?
No, I thought you were talking about Richmond. You have to
Yeah,
tell me
Richmond.
exactly.
Wait.
Yeah,
Is Richmond not where you are?
no, Richmond's not where
Oh,
I. It's an hour
oh.
away. If you were in Richmond, I would have come to see you. But the way you were making it sound, it sounded like you were in the western half of Virginia. You have to tell me exactly where you are.
I feel like Virginia is like a walk away from everywhere. You guys are all so
No,
close.
it's not. So for me to drive from where I am to where
Wow, Jen found it.
it's
That's
Heroin B0B. Jen is, you
Jen.
never
That is
underestimate a
very
woman on
impressive,
the
Jen.
internet because a woman on the internet will literally find you anything you want to know because we have to.
That is crazy. Jen, can you find Bob's book channel
You probably.
now?
I mean, it's linked directly on my page.
Oh, well, don't make it easier for her. Is 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 there something that is gonna be hard for you for her to find? Can you find her OnlyFans, Jen? Can you find that link?
She could find my real name.
Oh,
It's not going to be hard, but if you can find my real name, I'll be impressed.
but don't put it in the chat. I'm
If
just a
she,
Bob stalker.
Tommy's
Like I said,
OnlyFans. Ooh.
man. She Bob didn't
Ooh.
fix a drink. She uploaded a video.
No, I didn't. I just made it go live. It just scheduled it.
Oh, did that? That's what happened when you were gone.
No, I just scheduled them. I actually uploaded that early. It was a 40-minute video. That's what I spent like 2 hours today doing is getting that
Dang,
edited and stuff. I mean, you know how editing goes.
it's a pain. It's also a pain if you don't have internet. I learned that, so it's a bigger pain. On top of that,
Dude, I don't know how you
it's
do
a
this
bigger
with
pain
Comcast.
if you don't have internet and then you don't have a laptop, so you can't go to somewhere where you have internet. So I use an M1.
It's an M1.
M1 is like I'll try to show you, but I have too much wires attached to it. It's a like the newest Apple.
You're
It's
too strapped in.
too strapped in. Yeah, let me show you this way. I'll bring the camera
Oh,
to it.
he did the whole Skyrim like,
Yeah,
hey, you wake
you
up.
see, that's a M1.
Oh, you're awake.
You see that?
I
So,
see a big Apple thing, yeah.
yes. So it's like a desktop computer, but it's this big.
Okay.
It's like a so you can't take it on the go with you. Now my camera's gonna go crazy.
It's not crazy. Hi, welcome
There we go.
back.
It's me, guys. Hi, I'm back. I'm alive. So like if I had a regular laptop and my internet goes down in my warehouse, I can just go to Starbucks and work there or whatever, you know.
Okay.
My internet goes down here, I'm screwed. So yeah, and especially I use a lot of Canva in my editing, so I need a lot of internet for it to work. And,
You use like what in your editing?
Canva, the website canva.com.
How do you use Canva to edit?
Um, all of because I use iMovie, it's very basic. So all of
Oh,
those like
you
extra,
still okay? No, you're fine. As soon as you said iMovie, you're good. I know what you're talking about.
so all the extra stuff that I put in is done on Canva, and then I put that on the iMovie. Like almost anything that I put into iMovie is done on Canva first.
Okay. So do you film everything either on your phone?
No, everything I film's on my GoPro.
Then why do you use stuff? Then why do you use Apple?
Uh, Probably because I've been using it the whole time. I just know how it works, and I don't have time to learn a different one.
Okay. So I'm glad okay, so do you have an Apple computer?
Yeah, I just showed it to you.
That was a That's not a computer.
That's the computer. I'm saying that's the Apple's desktop. It's the Mac Mini. That's what I have. So I'm using an Apple right now.
I don't know how to help you.
You look so confused.
What is that? I've never seen that before.
You've never seen an M1 before?
No, I've never seen it. That's why I'm just like, what is that? Looks like an external hard drive, my dude.
Yep,
I don't
but
know what that is.
It's a computer. The jit's kicking in.
It's not kicking in. I'm just like, that looks like the same thing as my external hard drive. That does not look like a computer. That's why I am confused.
It's a computer.
Okay, so like, hold on. This is the computer I'm currently using. All right, this is what I am used to. This is the boy's computer.
That looks like a portal into a different dimension. That looks very terrifying.
So it's like, that is not as good as the computer I have at my house, because he built me a better one, since I actually have to use the computer for work. Oh, now I'm not going to be able to get you back. I'm sorry. Be gentle. There we go. Got you back.
We are also confused.
I just don't understand.
Boy's computer is fancy.
Yeah, mine doesn't look like that quite as much, because I don't have as many fans or as many glowy things.
So your boy has more fans than you. That's what you're saying.
Physically, yes.
Does he have OnlyFans though?
No. He doesn't stream or do any of this. He's very supportive though. He's playing the Xbox in the other room right now.
So that comes with a 8-core CPU and 512 gigabytes of storage. What I just showed you.
I tried to tell Amber what he had, because her husband was building a computer.
Yeah, that's something I could never do. I would. That's like so out of my league. I have no clue that people just can just like get a tower and just like connect all these different things and just make it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I've always had people in my life that could do that for me. So he built my computer that I have now, which is actually better than the computer I just showed you as far as components go. And then, like, my best friend, that's what his degree is in computers. And he has a master's in it. So, like,
that makes sense.
I try to surround myself with people in areas that I am not smart in. Like, I'm smart, but I am not.
I don't have that many people. I would need a lot of people to surround myself with areas I'm not smart in.
No, that's not true. I think you have a lot of people in your life right now, at least on the internet, that are smart in areas that you're not necessarily smart in.
It's way too many areas. Just like,
That's not true. I don't believe that from a polyglot. That's not a fair. Ooh, nice, Amber, that's exciting. I didn't know if Amber was still here or not. Amber, I'm so excited for Sunday, by the way.
Gotta take it with some yoga. Are you gonna be there on Sunday too?
I am, yeah. Are you gonna be there?
I heard like I'm the only guy that was invited.
No. Josh is gonna be there too.
Oh, sweet. There we go.
Or at least Josh RSVP'd for it, so.
Yeah. Did you see my RSVP for it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's
gonna be I haven't looked in a while though. Yeah. I'm excited.
Should be good.
I promise I won't be like this, Amber.
Please
be very demure.
Nice, Brett. Made a sale. Let's go. I haven't checked my eBay, but I hope I made a sale too. Oh man.
He's
I
got
got a Poshmark sale. I sold a Love Kuza dress.
Oh wait. All those Poshmark sales you shared on Instagram. How much were they for? You didn't sell how much they were for. You just showed that they were sold.
What do you want to know? Which one? Which one do you want to know?
All of you showed 4. I want to know all 4.
The Time and Through sold for $14.
True.
Time and True. $14.
You sold it for more than it was worth in the store. For real?
You see that? $14. And that's actually low for me for time and through. Like I get way more than that.
You
the
know what annoys me? Do you want to know what annoys me? Some of the individuals here in our reselling space that do the toxic positivity,
uh-huh.
that when I go on their Poshmark, they have their like retail price is twice what it is actually retail. They're like, do a straight $120 and then they're like, oh, this is $40 here. Like, no, it's a $60 item. You're selling it for 40.
I,
Okay.
I just do like 0 is my retail price now. I don't I don't even put that in.
Really?
Yeah,
I actually
because
do the research to find out what it
oh
originally was for retail
I
because
I don't have time for that. Like I think it's what it says on here. I
oh,
don't
bye,
remember.
Jen. Thank you for being here.
I've been here most of the time just painting. Well, listen, hey, sweet. I love. I don't know if I think you probably would do it. Like I love Amber's like checklists, IG posts. I love when people like do that just like to keep themselves accountable as well.
I
That's great
tried
to
to
see.
do that. I can't. I can. I can't do it consistently because my ADHD. Like
Yep,
I did it for a
0,
couple days and then it
0.
just didn't happen.
Yep. See, Tracy does 0. Lauren does 0 as well for retail price.
Really?
Yeah. Just do 0.
I can't do that. I'm too That's the thing. Like if I can find out how much it was originally retail, I'm going to put that price. Like I'm going to look for it until I exhaust that point, and then I'm going to find the closest thing and then I'm going to do that.
There you go. That works. All right.
Yeah,
So
Jen dropped that video and then it's like, "Hey, I listed all this stuff." No, I did not.
let me see
I
what
had
this
two.
video is.
No, it's just
Finding instant profit. That's a good title. That's a
thank
good title.
you. I'm
I'm intrigued
channeling.
how you found instant profit.
I mean, all
And
of it
then
was
it's
free.
just a
Anything I sell
picture
is going to
of
be
you
instant
inside
profit.
of a dress. It's an interesting thumbnail too.
It's not a
No,
dress.
oh, was it just a top
It's just a top. It's just a
with
bondage top.
like fish scales on the shoulders, whatever that looks like?
Tracy, I 100% agree with you. Nothing is more than what it's worth and something's going to pay for it, but I
I
feel
make
that
one up.
to me personally, if so most Converse only sell for $60. That's what their normal retail is. So if someone
Yes,
conflates it to where it's $120 consistently, and they also have toxic positivity on their channel, that's when I have issue. It's like you're doubling the price of what half of the things from that brand sells for, and then you're also
can you explain to me toxic positivity real quick? Because I think I know what you mean, but I'm not sure. Is
okay.
it like you're talking about like fake positivity?
No. Okay. So I've I've been open about on my channel that I do have disabilities. So I have a couple of neurological disorders. I have some physical limitations because of my neurological disorders. So whenever someone says that if I can do this, you can absolutely do this, or if I can do this, you have no excuses, or if I have this going on in my life, you absolutely can do this too. Like that's assuming someone has the same baseline as you do, and that's
Yeah,
not something that's possible. So to me, that's already toxic. Like you're assuming someone has the same ability as you do, and that's just not how the world works. Like you're basically comparing yourself to someone who would be paraplegic. That's not equal playing field there.
agreed.
Or, you know, I am white with affluent parents who basically I've never had to work or anything in my life and I have a trust fund to fall back on versus someone who grew up on food stamps and was orphaned at a young age. Like
Yeah,
that's not the same. Like you can't ever assume someone has the same background you do. So for me, toxic positivity is someone who's like, I can do this, you can do this, but is is from a very privileged background. So when I say someone's toxic positivity, it's like, oh, well, we managed to go to 5 different states and 14 different thrift stores today, and we were able
Yeah,
to find
a whole carload of
$500
yeah,
worth of stuff, and we can sell it for, 5 grand worth of things. Like, you're assuming they have a vehicle. You're assuming they have the ability to pay for gas. You're assuming they have the ability to be able to do that by cost. You are
yeah,
assuming the ability to have that kind of time off.
yeah.
Because I can do this, you have no excuses. That's what I'm talking about with toxic positivity.
Not, yeah, I agree with you there. It's, and there is like a level also between positivity, encouragement, and that toxic
Yes,
positivity.
there
Yeah,
is. There's like, I have these limitations and I was still able to do this, but that's like something saying that I have managed to overcome this and I am still able to do this. So
yeah,
like, hey, if I'm able to do this, here are the things that I do. Maybe you can do this too. Versus that's why I'm saying you do you these are things that I do, maybe don't do it for yourself. But someone that says like if you can't do this, you're lazy, or if you can't do
yeah.
this,
So
you're
Tracy is a good point.
I'm just gonna do nothing. You do, yeah. It's that's what I have an issue with. It's like, yeah, no. For me personally, as someone who has neurological disorders and has a disability, like if I feel like I can make reselling work for me, and I know a lot of people who do reselling because of the fact that normal 9 to 5s cannot work for them. Like a
Yeah,
normal boss and like showing up consistently is not something they can do. Like showing up 9 to 5 is hard, but if you have limited energy reserves and you wake up at noon, but you can work until 7 and you work really well, like that's something you can
it's
still
gonna be
do.
very
Like,
hard to find that shift
yeah,
in a
it's
regular
it's
workplace.
very
Yeah,
hard to find that shift in a regular real-time job.
yeah,
But so a lot of people that do have disabilities do turn to reselling to try to make
yeah.
income meets. And plus, with current disability laws, with how much you're allowed to have as resources or assets, that's also an issue as well.
Agreed. On
I'm
that
not
note,
gonna.
we're gonna end the stream
Oh, we're ending the stream. I'm sorry. Did I
because
take you too long?
some of us have to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go
Oh,
to yard sales because we
I'm
can, and if I can, you can too.
I'm sorry, Paul.
No, this has been a great conversation. I feel like we should. I want to have you back if you're okay with coming back in
I'm
the
okay with
future.
coming back. I'm
Yeah.
okay with coming back and dominating your stream
Paul is
again.
over this. Yes, I'm so over this. I'm gonna end the stream. We're done.
I'm tired of her walking away and still talking.
I'm
I'm
tired
tired
of
of
talking to the
her.
chair.
I'm
I'm
tired of
tired.
chair streams.
I'm tired of her toxic positivity. Jen is live on whatnot, but I don't have the link. Jen's live right now on whatnot. What?
Yeah, I think she left to go do it. She's active literally almost every day, doing some
Well,
kind of stream.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
send
how
you
she does
guys
it.
to her if I remember my login.
You remember your login? I'm
Am
on
I
whatnot.
in?
Hold on, let me
Did I
find
work?
her.
It did work. Okay.
Did you find her?
Uh,
Or do I have to Nope, I can link her. Hold on. Oh, now you gotta listen to her now. Sorry. How
I logged in under my other name. I don't know I
do
could do
I
that.
talk on here? I don't know how to
This me?
talk on here.
Talking where?
On your stream, dude.
What do you mean talk on my stream? You're talking on my
There,
stream now.
there we go. I got it. I got it. That's Jen's whatnot. I got it. I did
What
it.
email did I use? I didn't use that email. I used a different email.
Did I get it on there?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Okay,
yep, the founder too.
that's
There it
that's
is.
Jen's stream. More is more.
Uh, she's promoting people like always.
I promote other people better
Okay,
than I
we
promote.
are
I don't
sending
do.
people over. There we go.
Go to Jen's stream.
All right. So
You should
so
follow
guys,
him. Just follow
Guys,
him. Don't
go.
follow me. I don't need you.
I don't.
I don't need you.
What a way! I don't need you guys. Don't need you. I don't need you guys to follow me. All right. Thank you so much, Bob, for coming on. If you guys are not following Bob, her link's down below. Blah blah blah. Do what you do. She's on Twitch. She's on Instagram. She's on Whatnot, like once every 6 months. About
No,
that.
I'm once a week, dude.
You're once a week.
Yeah, I've been on once a week for a month,
I
dude.
am not getting notifications.
I mean, that's fine. It's
So
every
what?
6 p.m. every Monday. I'm on Whatnot.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. I'm in the
Okay.
same time zone as you.
I don't know. It could be the same time zone, but I want to get Pacific time.
You're 3 states away, my guy. That's okay, Flea. You know what? You follow this guy, that's enough for me.
Good stuff, but won't follow. There we go.
You know what you do, Paul? That's good.
What a way to end it. All right. Thank you so much, Bob. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you guys again. No show next week because I am in 127, but I'm coming back the following week. There you go.
He's doing a line. He's doing a line on the East Coast.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
A long line on the East Coast.
Huge line. Longest line in the world. Good night, everybody.